Steel Toe Morning Show.
Good evening and welcome to the last Steel Toe evening show of the week. I'm Chubby, Aaron. I always forget my name. Sorry about that. And that's April that I just struck physically.
Domestic abuse.
Welcome to the program. I'm very excited. I got some great intel from some listeners before the show.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in fine spirits. I got some good news before the show about next week that I'm very excited to be able to share with you eventually. Some insider information. Ooh, doggy. Sorry about Rumble. I don't know what's going on there.
What'd you do?
It's been fucked since I set it up. Yeah, it's giving me this waiting to upload video to storage thing when I set up the stream. So I guess if you're over on if somebody in the Rumble chat wants to just throw up the YouTube link and just tell people to come over to YouTube tonight, or, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Sorry about that. Again, damn thing. You just hit stream. They're working out the kinks.
Okay.
As they say.
So it's their fault, not our fault?
Yeah, it's not our fault. We set up the stream fine. We set it up properly. Restream received it just fine. And there's something fucky with the stream. The first time I tried to set it up, it said unable to load live stream right now. Try again. So I just, redid the whole thing, put it up. So if they're having some issues tonight, they're having some issues. We'll have some fun on YouTube. Welcome to the show. Of course, it's only fair. Tonight we'll do YouTube, Facebook, Kick, and Twitter only.
Okay.
And then Friday we'll do Rumble only. There you go. It makes more sense to do Rumble Friday without Facebook and Twitter as well, right? Because if we want to get spicy, we'll just keep it on Rumble and Kick.
You can't go on Facebook or Twitter.
I think they're worse than YouTube. Well, not Twitter, but Facebook, I think, is worse than YouTube.
Well, yeah, you're going to get banned instantly.
Yeah. Happens quite a bit, actually. If we play any music, Facebook shuts that shit down right away, especially if it's owned by Warner. They're big with Warner. We have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. The title of tonight's episode is Everybody is Dying. I don't know if April's too familiar with this person. This isn't a knock against her age. I knew he was kind of winding down coaching-wise when I was a kid. But Bobby Knight.
I knew the name. I just don't care about basketball at all.
Grew up, huge Gopher fan, so we played Indiana a lot. And Bobby Knight was kind of the coach that secretly all of your dads wanted to be when they coached your youth sports, because he would always yell at the refs and throw chairs and be a psycho. And he won some national championships. Bobby Knight is the perfect example of how big of an asshole you get to be as long as you win.
Okay.
And he is a perfect example of how big of an asshole they won't let you be if you start losing. Because his whole conduct with his players, like choking them and shaking them and shit and throwing stuff at him, it wasn't ever a problem until Indiana started sucking in the 90s. And then they were like, I think we got to get rid of this Bobby Knight guy. Plus, Bobby started coaching in like the 70s, and the culture kind of changed as he got older. Like there were certain things you couldn't do to players anymore.
Sure.
Like in the 70s, you could basically butt fuck a player for missing a shot. And they just went, well, he's a disciplinarian.
It's like disciplining school children. You used to be able to smack their fingers with rulers and stuff like that. And then that went away. Now you can butt fuck the kids again.
Yeah, well, right. They went the other way.
Right.
So Bobby Knight was allowed to do that in the 70s and 80s. And then he would do it in the 90s, and people were like, I'm not so sure about this guy. Then Indiana started to tank, and then they ran him off to Texas Tech for a couple years. Then he retired. But he passed away today at the age of 83. So Bobby Knight's dead. Bobby Knight's one of those guys you don't think about getting old because he was such a fiery psychopath. And you're like, I don't see a guy like that being elderly. You know?
It's got to take something out of you.
He's got too much fire in him. Let's go ahead and catch up with the chat. Let's talk to you guys. I think you can see it pinned to the top of the page already. We're giving away a VIP tonight because, as you know, we got to pump up that merch order for next month.
And I'm picking up this last one tomorrow, you guys.
And
so,
the merch order has to be pumped up with some VIPs. I think you get like 5 VIPs that can probably make an order, right?
Sure.
About 5 VIPs. So over the next month, we'll give away 5 of them. Basically, how it works is it's a little better than prize night. $10. We'll send you one of these instead of 2. $10. We'll send you one of these, and it's $10 super chat, PayPal. Doesn't matter. However you want to do it. We'll send you one of these, and then we'll give you a free entry into a drawing for a VIP, which the VIP is all 3 of our T-shirts, the hoodies, a $100 drawing every month. You also get 2 tickets to all of our live events, and you get when we're able to come out with new merch, you get a copy of it. And we give you an option now. You can either take the clothing, you can take the merch, or you can take $100 cash, which is the value of the order of the merch. So you get to decide if you win the drawing tonight, if you want $100 or if you want the steel toe merch. Totally your call. You become a VIP forever, either way. So $10 to enter that. The link is in the chat. Go ahead and enter that as many times as you'd like tonight. That's what we're doing instead of a goal. So we're goal free. Tomorrow's the last one. Then it's Rumble Link Friday. And you guys are already, anything that's not a qualifier for the drawing tonight is going towards tomorrow. So like we got Texican Marine. He threw in 5 gifted memberships this evening.
Thank you.
Taste Fairy, Ghislaine Ayers, Auto Glass Guy, Even More, and B. Smiley. And Richard Kristofsky gifted 5 memberships. That's Andrew Zodiac, JJ Muscatel, Timothy Gay, Touch of the Tism, love that name, and Huck Korinsky. I also like that name, getting gifted memberships. So that's going to put us $90 into tomorrow. Thank you. I got some very delightful news from MSO. Remember how a couple of days, or was it yesterday? I can't remember. But Patrick Melton has a hard time getting our attention. So he literally tagged me in a tweet to go, I'm going to look at your stand-up from last Saturday.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, sold out show, funny racist material, audience loved it, fucking killed. I mean, hey, don't hurt me now, Pat.
Right. You feel good about it?
Don't hurt me. And in response, we just played video of him really sucking at stand-up. But the saddest part is I do it as like a side hobby. I don't even write jokes. He tried to do it as a career and ran off stage crying because a couple people heckled him. He's not cut out for it. He's not good at it. And apparently he's even worse at trolling. So we kind of won that round by knockout against the Fat Onion guy. Well, then an old name from back in the day wanted to poke a little fun at our appearance on Keanu Cast yesterday on Untoward Tuesday, where we all dressed up. And I was even in Kevin's chat today, and people were saying, holy shit, Mr. and Mrs. Steel Toe were fucking hilarious. The Crusader bit was great. The Keanu thing was really funny because Kevin was shitting on Chrissy about something. Because Chrissy said that he's not relevant in comedy
She's
anymore.
like the least shit-onable person.
Right. All she said was she was talking about all the viral stuff about Kevin. She's like, I don't know why anyone would write or care about what he says. He has like 5,000 Twitter followers. Like I said, he's in our atmosphere, which is Nobodyville.
It was a bigger story to me, the bike helmet.
The bike helmet was hilarious. So she was just kind of not even making fun of him, not even shitting on him, just going, she was just saying, I don't get why TMZ would pick this up. He's not relevant. The tweet didn't go viral.
That's why he's shitting on her. She said he's not relevant. Come on.
Well, I mean, if that hurts your feelings, go
Of course it does.
Yeah, go do more things. So he started shitting on her, and then people were like, yeah, but you know, last night with Steel Toe and all those people on Keanu's stream, that was objectively funny. And I'm like, goddamn right. So I guess Chad, who I think still does a show, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Chad in a long, long time, other than he tried to follow around Nick Swardson for a gig and Rather than perform with Chad, Nick faked an illness, which is too bad.
Just now realizing he didn't even come see me for our sex date.
Oh, man, that's his last chance.
That was technically his last chance. I doubt he can afford to get back here.
Remember, Chad was going to have sex with April this year.
He said that last, October.
Yeah.
He said that. He's like, I'm going to have sex with you. No, I'm going to fuck you in 2023.
Fuck you in 2023. This was his
be
last
so
shot.
Great. Man.
Damn. Well, there
really
it goes.
Missed out.
Well, at any rate, apparently Chad was like, let's shit on the Keanu. Let's shit on Steel Toe on Keanu. And MSO's telling me Chad was trying to crap on your Keanu appearance today, but his chat wasn't having it. He had to bail on the plan. Now, he takes his streams down, right? Because I would love to see that. He said MSO says a lot of people said they really enjoyed it, and Frank the Crusader was a big hit. Guys, I need to give Chad and Patrick Melton this advice because I'm better at this than they are. And I don't even flex this muscle as often as they do. If you're going to shit on someone, make sure that what you're shitting on is objectively bad. No matter how much you hate someone, if you show something that's really good, your audience is going to think it's really good. I gain fans that way. You have to play something that's shit. So when I say, watch this Melton clip of him running, crying off stage and then bitching about not getting paid for not doing his job, I show you the clip that I said I'm going to show you. If Chad and Melton go, hey, I really fucking hate this guy, so just watch him being really funny, and that's just called seething. Like
Usually,
yeah, all you're doing then is just watching something you hate do well and seething about it. There's nothing worse than the guy who's a stick in the mud watching other people have fun and try to shit on it. You think he would have learned after the anniversary show debacle for him.
Do you think these people learn? That's your first mistake.
They're not big on learning. You're right. So thank you, MSO, for that info. I'm going to take your word for it. You're a trustworthy source. You tell it like it is. So thank you, buddy. And thank you, Richard and Texican Marine, for throwing in those memberships.
Thank you.
Joe Kerr says, dude fucking looks like a Harvey Whippleman and Hulk Hogan's skid mark had a kid. Wait a minute, Joe Kerr. I don't mean to shit on your analogy there, but technically skid marks can't have children. They don't produce sperm or eggs. They can't reproduce. I'm not trying to say you reached too far for the joke when there were 19 other obvious ones right up front. I'm just trying to help you.
I'm noticing you didn't change your shirt.
I went to the gym today. I changed out of my gym clothes. I put this right back on. I'm going to shower after the program.
I'm clean. New shirt.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joe Kerr says, how many times okay, I'm in love with Joe Kerr now. I'm just going to him. He says, how many times does this blonde peg this guy a week? April, would you like to take that one?
5.
5 times a week.
I give him 2 nights off.
I know you look at me and you're like, you're in awful good spirits for a guy who gets anally penetrated by his wife 5 times a week. What can I say? I'm a positive thinker.
And it feels good, he says.
I didn't think
he comes a lot.
I just shoot it all like against the wall.
I actually have to put a pail under him like you're milking a cow because it just has a squirt into there.
It's like I'm playing squash. I mean, she shoves something up my ass and just splat right against the wall. You wouldn't believe it. It's remarkable. Give it a shot sometime.
I'm disgusted.
I just love that a guy like him comes in and I'm going to say really shitty stuff to him, and I bet you it makes him cry and shut off his show. I'm not Patrick Melton, for Christ's sake. You come in here and you talk shit, I'll usually play with you. I mean, if it's like really super cunty and gross and disgusting and filthy, I'll be like, all right, you're a little too autistic and silly for my taste. You can go. But like a guy like Joe Kerr, I like playing with him. He's my new buddy. Carlos Camejo says Josh McDaniels' time in Vegas also died today. Fired as Raiders head coach last night. That's true.
That's true.
I saw that. And they benched Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, yeah. Did you see the new guy? That guy looks like he's a high schooler.
Yeah, I did. He's very young. I can't even remember his name. It's like Tristan.
I guarantee I'm older than he is.
Joe Kerr says this dude watched Avengers and took puny God and puny cock differently in bed. All right, Joe Kerr, you were on a roll there for a little bit. I have to admit, I have no idea what that one meant.
That one doesn't make any sense, dude.
No offense, Joe Kerr. That made no sense. That one was shit. But you know what? You know what the best part is? A guy like you, I bet you ante up again. I'm proud of you, buddy. Triple N says, dude, his bomb was mortifying. Oh, the Melton bomb was... Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. JoJo says, I just got downsized. You two interested in a new co-host? Dude, we've been downsizing all year. We finally got our shit to where it was like manageable and we weren't losing money. Are you kidding?
Yeah, we're sorry.
I wish we could.
The answer's no.
We got some things coming down the pike where maybe we can open things up again. But for now.
Oh, pike.
Pipe. Is it pipe
you
or
said
pike? Coming down the pike?
I don't know why you said pike.
Coming down the pike. Oh.
Did I get it?
Coming down. It's coming down the pike is the term.
Why are we struggling so bad with it then?
I think coming down the pike meant like it's coming off. You know what?
I'm seeing a mystery thing.
It's not like I'm handling this well. She Dabbler says, "Oh, good. Hope they show the clips of Melton getting pissed about Aaron's funny stand-up." Oh, did he really? I heard. Who was it who sent me a thing? I think it was Egg Picker. Told me. Like, yeah, he got so mad and unfunny that he just started yelling, like, Johnny will be dead soon. And it's like, dude, you lost. Like, when you start going to that, like.
That's the type of shit that, like, doesn't give you any kind of credibility. Yeah. Sorry.
And also, you're not affecting me because I look at you do that and I just pat you on the head and I go, oh, no. Are you okay, little boy?
The answer's no.
I mean,
God,
of course
you are
not.
so bruised up. What is wrong with you?
I sparred today.
You did?
Yeah.
I wondered why your nose was like weird looking.
Oh, I get popped in the nose?
I don't know if you got popped in the nose. It looks like you see your arm on this side with the little bruises. Your nose has like splotches on it.
I might have got scratched. One of the guys that was sparring had really worn gloves and shit was peeling off of them. And some of it got in my eye at one point. So I think I might have got scratched up by his
How did I miss
gloves.
the sparring?
Just kind of happened. There were like 5 or 6 of us there. So
wow.
Josiah and I started.
Josiah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just went in there and had some fun. All right. I'm going to catch up to you guys. I also want to play around with Joe Kerr a little bit. Also, people are throwing a bunch of shit at us. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
James says, are you going on Keanu Cast after? She will probably still be on after the show. Fuck, you can go on your own.
No,
I'm prepped up for tomorrow. I'm done.
No. I'm so tired today. The sauna killed me. I was in there too long. I need bed.
Fun announcement. This happened while I was prepping today. I haven't had a chance to tell you. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, Mike Harrington from Legion of Skanks and Gas Digital. He's fighting Alex Stein on Saturday. He's going to pop on by to talk about their fight. So
that'll be fun.
Excited to meet Mike and talk to him. All right, back to Joe Kerr. Says, dude wearing a Hulkamania shirt. All right, brother, look at these 10-inch pythons. Okay, now that one's good. That one's good.
But is that supposed to be an own? I don't know.
Yeah, I have tiny arms, is what he's saying. Yeah, see, it's like, because Hulk Hogan said he had 24-inch.
That one hits.
That's a good one. See, Joe Kerr, you got one. Nice. See, we give you credit. Yes. Joe Kerr also says, dude would fluff a Hulk Hogan karaoke party. You wouldn't? I'd love to fucking do karaoke at a Hulk Hogan party. Are you out of your goddamn mind?
100%.
What is wrong with you, Joe Kerr? He says, flex muscles, you couldn't flex a slinky. All right, here's your problem. Let me help you out.
He's trying too hard?
You're throwing too much shit against the wall. You got to have the confidence that the shit you're putting out there is good. Like, who was the guy today who, like, became a fan of the show today, but his first 2 lines were, like, really good zingers? Hargrove. Hargrove. And Chuck Hargrove or something. And I said, oh, man, those first 2 were hilarious. He's like, oh, shit, thank you. Well, now I'm nervous because you liked them. And I'm like, yeah, welcome to the show.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, and he was being real conservative after that and picking his spots and, going out on top. But Joe Kerr, your problem is you're throwing way too much shit out there at once. It's a natural thing to do when you're insecure. You got to be comfortable that we're going to get to your lines and they're going to be good. Like, if you would have stopped at the 10-inch python thing, boom, that's a hit. That was a good one.
Gotta let it breathe a little.
Gotta let it breathe, baby. Triple N says, dude, he shat himself on stage and then sat and stewed in the shit. Yeah, they keep wanting to talk about that set. I have a feeling we'll end up playing that again someday.
I'm
really
upset that I
that
missed
one.
that part.
Hobo Chili says, stop going to the gym. If you're going to Planet Fitness only on the days they have pizza, it's not working. It's hurtful. Laughing Lion says, if skid marks can't reproduce, then how do you explain Lori Lightfoot? He's got a point.
The devil.
He's got a point. Someone says he's a comedian. Get it? Joe Kerr.
Oh, I get it. Like Joker.
You see?
Joker.
Joe Kerr.
But he thought he'd be really edgy and clever and say Joe Kerr.
But, I get it.
Like, right? It's like he's a joker, but he thought it'd be cool to, like, separate it into a real name.
Joe Kerr says,
Joe
are you
Kerr.
going macho man? See, yeah, you gotta hold some stuff in. And he goes, ooh, yeah. All right, there you go, Joe Kerr, a little macho man. See, it's so much better being a fan, isn't it? Jake in the Hudson says more like suck Kerr. Oh. See, now, Jake in the Hudson is going to let that one sit for a while. We're familiar with Jake in the Hudson. He's going to hang on that one. Mm-hmm. We're going to read it. He's going to get his response, and he's going to go, that's a good one. That's a good one. I
nailed it.
Jojo, thank you very much for the 10 gifted memberships, but my goodness gracious, save something for the downsizing. You guys, by the way, are 110 into tomorrow.
Nice.
We are giving away a VIP. If you want to be involved in the drawing at the end of the night, $10 will get you one of these and free entry into a VIP drawing, which you can take the merch or cash option. It's up to you. She Dabbler says Melton sucks at stand-up too. It's not easy to do. I disagree. It is easy to do. When you don't overthink it, it's pretty easy. A lot of these assholes think they're fucking artists and they want to and these people don't understand my fucking genius.
Well, it's the art and the craft.
No, it's not the art and the craft. There's a bunch of drunks out there. Go make them laugh and people will pay you money to do it. That's it. That's all stand-up comedy is. I know you want to be artistic. You're retarded. You're doing this because you're not smart enough to do anything else. No, you're not. Bill Hicks.
That's such a good point.
Bill Hicks ruined stand-up comedy because he was a once-in-a-lifetime genius. And not even really a genius. We need to stop sucking Bill Hicks' dick. He was pretty good. Mm-hmm. And then all these open micers were like, oh, man, well, if I can't be funny, I'll just be profound like Bill Hicks. Bill Hicks put fucking jokes in there, you guys. It's don't aim for that. They're drinking, so they're not ready for highbrow shit anyway, and you can't provide it because you're not smart enough or you'd be doing something else.
No kind of delivery.
Just be funny. They want to have a good time. Have a good time with them. That's it.
But I feel like most of those people don't know how to have a good time, like these stand-ups you're talking about.
Yeah, they don't. They're frustrated people. Dr. Chow, fellow Viking fan. Hey, Chow. Call in anytime if you have the studio number or whatever, if you want to talk about the Vikings, because I'm kind of on an island here. I told my best buddy, and I told April, I said, I watched a Josh Dobbs highlight video, and I'm starting to get excited for Josh Dobbs. I think with the weapons we have, Josh Dobbs could be really, really good here. But I'm like on an island because they're all like, are you okay? Like, are you out of your fucking mind? There's no way Josh Dobbs is going to be good. And I'm like,
I haven't heard a thing about him.
I think he's going to be good. I'm excited for Josh Dobbs.
That excited, though? Did you just hear yourself?
Yeah, I'm that excited. But the problem is we have to lose for him to get in the game, because if Jaron Hall does well, they're not going to get rid of him. So we got to technically lose in order to get him in there. So I'm torn. Chow says the Frank character was epic. Thank you, buddy. And Dr. Chow's another guy who will shoot you straight. Scarface with $4.99 says better you jokingly get pegged rather than Patty's wife demand that fat F get a real job. Oh, boy.
Where would he go work? What kind of skills do you think he has?
Yeah, I don't know.
A cashier at a gas station?
He's highly unpersonable.
He works at a Quick Trip.
He's delusional. He's one of those guys who would work as a stock boy and start giving the manager shit on how they should run things. Like he's going to take that guy's job. And the manager would be like, are you fucking retarded? Get out of here. We don't need you. You're supposed to be stocking the produce. Don't give us shit. And quit sitting on the eggplants. You fucking monster. Here, Joe Kerr is back. He says, get Macho Flab and Missy Flatchest going to manage the Midnight Cat Ladies next AEW pay-per-view.
Hey, did you hear that? He's making fun of my C cups. Wow. That's a new one.
Joe, I got to say this.
I couldn't care less, man.
Joe, let me coach Joe here. Joe, if you're trying to make the joke that we're nerds and you're not, you can't make AEW references, buddy. You gotta not make obscure wrestling references if you're trying to make us look like the dorks.
Hey, did you hear that you're flabby and I'm flat-chested? I've never heard those things before.
I have not heard that.
You know,
I wish someone would call me flat-chested. It would be very nice.
I don't want to be called flabby, so I can't switch with you.
Hobo Chili Recipe says, I'm going to the Carnival of Combat just so I can get on the mic and call you out, Aaron. Let's fucking do it, Hobo. Michael Jordan's Hitler mustache says, Aaron sparred today with his sexuality. Aaron lost. Oh.
Ooh, what does that loss look like?
I thought we both gave as good as we got, but you know what? Hey, to each their own.
Oh, God.
George Hargrove, there he is. George Hargrove says, coming down the pike, like turnpike.
Right.
That's what it means.
That's what I said, and I was making fun of you because, like, you could have said the K word. So I said, oh, pike. Oh, and then you got in your head about the fact that you said pike.
Wayne Chambers gifting a membership to Dr. Chow, the Mega G. I'm happy to have that one. That's one of my trophy members. Right, that sounded gay.
How big is he?
I don't know, but I just can't seem to get away from saying gay shit these days.
Yeah, it is.
It's remarkable.
It's starting to make me think I need to have a backup plan.
Look, man, I get it. I get it. Sad Boy gifting a membership. He didn't delete it before I could get to it.
Wow.
Sugar Floof.
Thank you.
Getting that membership. You guys are, holy shit, 115 into tomorrow. I appreciate it. Shout out Beetlejuice. I'm so far behind in the chat, guys. I want to catch up. I really do. I don't want to dox Fat Patrick's wife's name. She's, as far as I know, she's innocent in all this. I don't get into the wives.
Even she probably regrets her decisions.
Yeah, I've heard some things from people who have worked with him that she's not really into what he's doing. So I don't want to get her more involved than she's had to be. Like, they've blurred out their house on Google Maps. They've blocked their like phone numbers and addresses, and it's probably because she's like, if you're not gonna get a fucking real job, then you at least got to hide your shit. I don't want it affecting my real life. Because somebody could like call her job and say, hey, look at the piece of shit that your employee's married to. You should can her. Like, she could lose her job over the dumb shit that he does for 200 people.
Yeah.
It's nuts. Wayne Chambers with $5 says, I like to give more, but the property taxes went up. See, this time I put comma in the super chat. And look how easily I read it.
Thank you. It was very clean.
I get that property tax shit going up, man. My mortgage has gone up about $250, $300 a month in the last year or two because of those property taxes. Fucking brutal, son. Chad Jesus says, so I put the show on while the girlfriend's here. She wants to know why April drinks her Coors Light like a martini and why Aaron is so soft if he spars. I could not answer either. Chad Jesus, why I'm so soft when I spar? This will make a lot of sense. Just have her look it up. James Toney is my idol. There.
He has the body shape of Tyson Fury.
I have a very Tyson Fury build.
And that is not a compliment.
Not a compliment. Joe Kerr says, this is like losing my cherry at a rave. I like it. Hey, I told you. Look at this. Every time without goddamn fail, these motherfuckers come in and go, this guy looks like a dork. And then 10 minutes later, they're like, you know what? I like it. Gift Joe Kerr a fucking membership. I know you can't target him, but whatever.
No targeting people.
Dr. Chow says Dobbs can be his backup. I fucking like Dobbs,
I
Chow.
want Jaron Hall to be good.
I do too. That's the best case scenario. April, write down Sad Boy with $9.99. He says, does this get me it? Thank you for keeping me entertained daily. I appreciate it.
Thank
yes, everybody who throws in $10 today, whether it's PayPal, YouTube, whatever it is, you get into our drawing for the VIP package and a lifetime VIP, which is 2 free tickets to every live event we do, a free entry into a $100 drawing every single month on our prize nights, and free merch when it comes out. So thank you guys very much for entering the VIP. Sid Saraf says Josh Dobbs has been fun to watch this season. See,
I haven't seen him for a second.
I'm excited about it.
I've not watched a single Cardinals game.
Hobo Chili Recipe with $4.99 says, hey, Flat Chest, why don't you grow some boobs?
I'll get right on it. Maybe for my next husband, I'll get a new set.
Maybe he was talking about me.
You just got done saying you don't get called Flat Chest.
Maybe he was doing it to make me feel good. Maybe he was trying to make me feel better.
Hobo. It was me, right?
Sam W's becoming a member for his 17th month. Oh, my God. Says, hi, April. I wish you could wear your cum glasses like Aaron does.
I probably should have put them on tonight. Hi, Sam.
Thank you, Balls Deep, for gifting a membership to, geez, he's tall. 120 into tomorrow. Thanks, creeps.
Thanks.
Appreciate it. Kyle says those goddamn Ospreys Biden had escorting him to Northfield were loud as fuck. Don't know what you're talking about, but thank you very much for contributing to the program. All right, I'm all caught up chat-wise. Rumble, thank you, Balls Deep, for putting the YouTube link in the Rumble chat. I don't know what's wrong with Rumble tonight, but here we are. Mark Atkinson says she's flat because her boob is sitting right next to her.
Oh, get it? Oh, it's just a really big singular one.
You see, I'm a boob. All right, let's go. Let's go here and see if we have to put anyone on the VIP drawing list for tonight. No. Oh boy,
it's a quiet night. I think everybody's tired.
It's fucking backfiring on me. Maybe I should have had a goal tonight. We might have hit it by now with all the memberships and shit that we've been. We actually would be about halfway through it at this point. So thank you guys very much. Chad Jesus says, okay, we looked up James Toney, Aaron. She said, yeah, you wish. No, you got to look up his fight against Hasim Rahman. That's more my build.
Maybe I don't want to see the fight, but can I see what he looks like?
The James Toney, I got to put up the Rahman fight because that's the James Toney I'm thinking of. James Toney, Hasim Rahman.
Just a picture's cool.
No. Here we go.
And a half-inch height advantage for Rahman, who also has 2.5 inches in arm length advantage when measured from the armpit to the end of the fist. Rahman is rock hard, evenly distributed, seemingly in the best shape of his career at 238. Toney at 237 is a fat tub of goo.
That's my guy. I love him. So let's get to the actual fight here, and you guys can see.
His jab and making love to the fender.
Oh, wait, your white shorts guy?
James Toney over here.
In the center because he hasn't knocked out any quality big guys too much.
No, you're more of a Tyson Fury look.
You think so?
Not this guy, no.
Not the gut hanging out and the boobies?
This guy's got some arms, though.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, sorry. I don't look as good as James Toney does in this fight.
Now pull up Tyson Fury and tell me you don't look more like that guy.
Let's go Tyson Fury Ngannou. Oh, you know what? It would be more Tyson Fury Dillian White. Here we go. We'll grab a clip. April thinks this is a little more.
The right color, too. Obviously, he's bigger than you are. He's actually... Fury's actually kind of fat, whereas I don't think you're fat.
There you go.
You're just a little soft, that's all.
April thinks that jiggly bastard is a little more...
Push back, you're off balance.
A little more like high build. You got to look at the legs, too. He's very much got my legs.
Those legs are you, except longer.
Tyson Fury's experience and eyes, he sees all that coming.
There you go. So there we go. Toney Fury.
That one's the right color, too.
Who gives a shit? All right, who else is getting in on this VIP drawing tonight? Dustin with $10. Let's put Dustin in there. Everyone who throws in $10 tonight is getting one of these sent to him. Contact April.
Thank you.
To let her know where to send these, and we're going to have a drawing at 9 o'clock Central Time tonight. Everyone who enters has a shot at winning a VIP. Patrick Pewterschmidt, becoming a member for 3 months, says, reminder, the onion is a thin-skinned vegetable.
Easily wilted.
Literally, that is what it is. Citizen M says, Rumble fucking sucks. Leave it down. There's some people who listen to the show exclusively on Rumble. They refuse to watch on YouTube. We would lose, honestly, hundreds of fans.
And I understand
maybe
that
thousands.
Because the rules on YouTube are ridiculous.
Yeah, we got 2,700 followers, subscribers, whatever on Rumble. That's not, I mean, that's more than a lot of people have on YouTube, and I don't want to lose all those people because at least half of them only watch shit on Rumble. So I can't do it. I can't abandon Rumble. They've been way too good to us. Chad Jesus says, okay, we're dying. See? There you go.
Aww.
There you go. How do I contact April, says JoJo. Can one of the mods put April's contact info up there so people in the chat can get it?
April Imholt on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You should find me. It's in my bio.
All right, April, we got D-Luke qualifying for our VIP drawing tonight, and Jolene qualifying for the VIP drawing. Anything over 25 qualifiers for the VIP drawing we're going to put towards tomorrow as well, which you guys are about a third of the way through anyway. So thank you guys very much. There's the links in the chat. $10 anyway gets you in that VIP drawing. George Hargrove says Fat Tubagoo should be one word. I can see somebody changing their name to Fat Tubagoo right now.
I like it. Fat Tubagoo.
Fat Tubagoo. No, it's not a first name, last name. It's just Fat Tubagoo.
See, I like Fat Tubagoo.
That's, you know what? That's not bad either.
Can I have it that way?
Can we compromise on that, George? Can it be a first name, last name? Zach Anderson says, I normally watch on Rumble because I'm able to lock my phone and still listen at work. Yeah, see, there's a lot of people who like listening on Rumble, so we leave it there. Hobo Chili Recipe says, April Imholt at chatterbait.com. That's.
I wish you wouldn't out me like that.
You make this like the Joe Smith situation. By the way, JoJo is Jolene.
All right.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's go into this. Of course, the world lost Hall of Fame coach Bobby Knight today, 83 years old. For those of you who don't know who Bobby Knight was, he was a college basketball coach. I don't think he ever tried to coach in the pros. And he won national titles. He stayed in Indiana for decades and was really one of the greatest, I think most winningest coaches of all time. Winningest college basketball coach. Yeah, if we take a look at that. Yeah, Bobby Knight is number one. Oh, no, I'm sorry. There are only 3 men who have won more games than Bobby Knight.
Oh, so he's 4th.
Coach K, Jim Boeheim, and Roy Williams.
That's still pretty good. And he lived to be like a nice old ripe age.
4th winningest coach in history. And by the way, I Coach K is done. I think Boeheim's done, and Roy Williams is done. So all of the big winners are out.
Basketball's done. It's gay now.
The era is past. So let's take a look. Let's go back and remember Bobby Knight with 10 of his greatest sound bites of all time. Because one thing, for those of you who don't know him, Bobby Knight was a volatile personality. He spoke his mind. He said a lot of shit that pissed people off. He threw tantrums. He threw chairs. He threw players. He threw it all. If it existed on the court and it wasn't nailed down, rest assured Bobby Knight might throw it. Jeez. So here's ESPN's top 10 Bobby Knight sound bites.
Let me answer that. You know, that is an absolute crock of. You know, you people in the news media, all of you dwell on some negative piece of like that. And I don't know how Steve feels about it, but it just. And you don't have to bleep one single word of this.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I bet not.
Yeah, he did that in an interview on ESPN. So it was taped, obviously, but
yes, they had time to clean it up.
They had to air it, and they had to piece it together. It looked like Swiss cheese by the time they were done.
I had a friend one time that said, why had he become so popular after he became 85? And he said, because I outlived all those sons of that didn't like me.
There you go.
Just remember, when you're at a game and you see grass, it's the opposite side of the ball. But if you see hardwood out there, it's the other end of the floor. Try to help you young guys in this profession you've chosen. It's 1 or 2 steps above prostitution.
What?
He didn't like the media.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
He hated them.
Oh,
he thought
that makes more sense. He's fussy.
They're scoundrels and vultures. Well, because every time he said something, they're sitting there with their nose up his asshole, writing down everything he had for breakfast, everything he said.
It comes with the territory.
I know, but he hated him so much, and he didn't hide it. I liked that. This is him being announced.
This is without question the most comfortable red sweater I've had on in 6 years. I can't tell you.
If it amazes you, then you don't know anything about basketball. You're illuminating your relative lack of knowledge of the game with a statement like that. Let's just start all this again. Now, I'm not here to argue the thing with you. I'm not going to debate things with you and people from television. You want an answer from me, you get the answer. You don't like an answer, then don't use the program, okay?
That's what I like. I have that attitude too. Like, don't ask me a question for my opinion, then get my opinion and fucking argue with me. I didn't come to you to argue. You asked me.
I think I said something like that today.
I know. I like that shit. I like it when people ask him, like, hey, what do you think about this game? And he's like, well, here's what I think about the game. And they're like, well, don't you think that it's this? Like, no, I don't think it's that. If I thought it was that, I would have fucking told you when you asked me the question.
Not only that, but fine, don't ask me the question if you're just going to question my answer.
Yeah, just let me answer the goddamn question. And then if you don't like my opinion, guess what? You have a TV show. You can go on and call me a dipshit.
That's true.
Fair enough.
Probably no motivational device I've ever come across is as good as this.
Boy, this is really good. See the blood drip out of it? You watch that.
Whoa.
See that?
What a psycho.
You're coaching a sport that's played by predominantly black athletes, and you bring a whip out and talk about how much you love it.
A touch insensitive.
Yes. In a cotton shirt, no less.
They probably picked it.
Son of a bitch.
Patrick Knight is my all-time favorite Indiana player.
It was his son.
Do you get to say that?
We only got two people that are going to tell you I'm not going to be here. One is our SID and the other is me. Who the hell told you I wasn't going to be here? I'd like to know. Do you have any idea who it was?
Yeah, I do, Coach.
Who?
I'll point them out to you in a while.
They were from Indiana, right?
No, they're not.
No, weren't from Indiana, and you didn't get it from anybody from Indiana, did you?
Could we please?
No, I'll handle this the way I want to handle it now that I'm here. You it up to begin with. Now just sit there or leave. I don't give a what you do.
I'm going to miss him
yeah?
so fucking much.
When's the last time you listened to him, though?
God, he's probably been gone for about 15 years.
Okay, so you're not going to miss him that much.
But I'm gonna-
anything good, you can go back and listen to.
I'm going to miss the spirit of him. Like, he was one of a kind. They're not going to make another Bobby Knight.
Maybe it escaped him and has taken over somebody else.
Closest thing to Bobby Knight there is Pete Weber in bowling. That's about
Pete Weber's great.
Yeah.
Now, back to the game.
Number 2.
In my entire adult life, I've never used the expression game face, so I have no idea what it means or what you're supposed to do.
It's like a Carlin goal.
When my time on Earth is
classic.
gone and my activities here are past, I want they bury me upside down and my critics can kiss my
Fucking Bobby Knight.
He had some opinions.
Oh, rest in peace, Bob. You deserve it. You know, like I said, I'm a Gopher fan, so I wasn't supposed to like him, but goddamn was Bobby Knight the best.
I mean, that's a character you're going to like watching.
Yeah. And then he went to Texas Tech for a few years. I don't think he really caught on there. I don't remember them doing well while he was there.
Okay.
Because that kind of coaching style was past at that point. Like, that generation of player didn't respond.
What, you can't be just hitting people or throwing things?
Yeah, like he got in
Yelling?
trouble. I guess he choked a player one time, but I think it was his son.
Well, that's just hot.
Yeah, well, I mean, not hot, but I get it. But he threw a chair across the court during a game one time at the officials. And
Man, I've never had a coach like that. I've had a coach throw like a clipboard or something before.
yeah.
Nothing too wild.
Well, some people called him Coach Bobby Suge Knight. No, that was just Magic 8 Ball's joke, and I decided to repurpose it. So that's it. That's why the title of tonight's show is Everybody is Dying. Matthew Q with $10. That means he qualifies for the VIP drawing tonight and gets himself a steel-toe 5.5-inch vinyl sticker. Says, thanks for everything, guys. I am looking forward to getting my earlier VIP hoodie and shirts. Thank you, Aaron and April. I was looking forward to the hoodie for Thanksgiving. I have great news. It will be there for Thanksgiving. We just got word that the order was done today.
I think I'm going to order the bubble mailers tonight and pick up the stuff tomorrow, and the mailers will show up tomorrow, so it'll all come out.
Perfect. Well, guys,
Man, I got shit to do after this.
if you want to be part of a drawing for the VIP spot tonight, which is all 3 of our T-shirts, the hoodies, free entry for 2 free tickets to every live event we do. Then there's also the $100 VIP drawing every single month, and a free item of merch every time we make a new one. We're going to draw for that. Usually it's $250 in a 7-day period. But if you throw in $10 tonight, we're going to give you no goal tonight. We're going to give you a sticker, and we're going to put you in that drawing. Right now, only 5 people in it, only 5 entries. So enter as many times as you'd like.
That's good odds.
And get that goddamn VIP. And hopefully everyone has a wonderful evening. Let's take a look at this story from 11 years ago. Somebody sent me this.
Oh.
And I've never seen it before. I've never went over this, but this guy is, you want to reach back in time and grab him and pull him in and go, hey, you're here now. You're going to live in this time, and you're going to make some rules. We're going to make you.
But you're going to behave the same?
Yeah, we're going to make you one of our elders.
Okay.
This is a story from Detroit. And I don't know if this is the same story or if this is, we'll play both of them. This guy gets a little chippy with a female reporter.
Case of illegal dumping in the middle of the street made one neighbor very upset, and he ended up chasing the person responsible on Detroit's east side.
With no luck and a big mess on his hand, he called us for help. Tara Edwards tells us what happened after he reached out to 7 Action News.
We first introduced you to Jeff Brown during 7 Action News at 5. He witnessed a man boldly dumping large chunks of wood from a flatbed along Cowles on Detroit's east side Tuesday in broad daylight.
What an asshole. If someone's not paying attention, that could really fuck somebody up.
Well, it's going to. You can just dump those out in the country somewhere.
Right,
You
like
had
just
to go to like a residential street.
yeah, pull off in the woods and just dump them somewhere.
What a weirdo.
Brown says when he confronted the guy, the man took off. Brown tells us he jumped into action, got into his car, and tracked down the truck. He got a license plate number and called police. But the mess remained on the street, and no one had been caught. Taking action for Brown, we did some digging and found Ihor Stikevich, a Warren resident. The truck Brown described parked in the driveway. Wood.
This is a terrible idea to just send some lady reporter up there with some guy who's just dumping logs in the road.
But that's what they do. They send these like nobody reporters to like doors and like sites of like the crime and stuff. Like this isn't good.
Tell me you don't give a shit about a certain employee without telling me you don't give a shit about a certain employee.
Well, it's a woman.
I guess. Expendable, they thought.
Covered his yard. Stikevich claims he hit a curb and the debris accidentally fell out. It's a little illegal to leave the wood in the street, so what I'm asking is...
I mean, you don't have to ask me, and I don't take no orders from no woman, by the way.
Well.
I love a guy who's done a shitbag move and not only stands behind it, but gets like defiant and confrontational about it.
I feel kind of like that's something my dad would say with the same kind of attitude, though. So it's like hitting too close to home for some reason.
You did the thing. You did the wrong thing.
He claims it's an accident. Look at his name when it comes up, by the way.
He fell out. It's a little illegal to leave the wood in the street, so what I'm asking is...
I mean, you don't have to ask me, and I don't take no orders from no woman, by the way.
He leaned into the microphone. He really had to make sure.
He had to make sure that she heard him and smelled his horrific breath.
By the way, I don't take no orders from no women.
Stikevich says he was planning...
I don't take no orders from no women. Ladies and gentlemen, a triple negative.
Woo!
Nice work, buddy.
I don't think those are acceptable.
I didn't think they were possible.
To go back and clean up the wood, but only had $1 worth of gas. So you were saying that you were going back to clean up the wood?
Yes. Oh, yes. I'm Mr. Cleanup. I'm not Mr. Clean. I'm Mr. Clean Up.
Ah, hey, fucking gold.
I hate him.
On Jefferson. Go to break.
I literally hate this man.
That's a hell of a... But do you get the joke?
No, I don't. Will you please explain?
You see, there's a cleaning product called Mr. Clean, but he's not Mr. Clean.
Okay.
He's Mr. Clean Up.
Oh, why is that?
Because he
has
cleans
a mess
shit
to
up.
Clean up.
But he only had $1 worth of gas.
He had $1 worth of gas.
Yeah.
So gay.
Somebody said
And
that...
I live in Warren, and I'm cleaning up Detroit. Go figure that one out.
But somebody said that they tried to yell at you to come back, and you kept going. And
It
then...
must have been a woman, and I don't listen to women yelling. I tell them to shut up.
Well, he was quite offensive with his...
I don't even care about that part. It's just that he's so brazen.
Is this Sam Hyde in a disguise doing a bit?
I hope so.
This is a Sam Hyde bit.
Ihor.
Dancers.
is his
Stikevich
name.
maintains he just wants to help people...
That's E-Rock if he became a prostitute.
It's Ihor Stikevich.
Close enough.
move chunks of wood from their property.
I lift them all by myself with nobody else's help. Old guys, disabled guys, black guys, white guys, Polish guys, Ukrainian guys, and guys from Mars also.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
From Mars?
I love how confident he's being a dick.
I really don't like him.
He's like a retarded asshole. You know,
he's literally a retarded asshole.
He reminds me a little of Jesse Ventura because Jesse Ventura does that talk like a tough guy bit, but make no sense doing it.
Yeah, this is pretty spot on.
He kind of does that. Well, you know, it could be a Polak or a black guy or a Martian, or it doesn't really matter now, does it? Well, what do you think of that, smart guy?
Mars. Yeah, that's where I'm from, Mars.
And police are investigating
fair
what
enough.
exactly happened out here and whether Stikevich is responsible or whether he'll face any charges. On Detroit's east...
All right, now they did an update to this guy years ago.
Really? Oh, my
And-
We
goodness.
first introduced you to Ihor
Yeah.
Stekevich Wednesday on 7 Action News at 5 p.m. He admitted to leaving chunks of wood in the street on Detroit's east side. Stekevich told us he was from Mars and claimed his intention was to clean up the neighborhood.
Oh, yes, I'm Mr. Cleanup. I'm not Mr. Clean. I'm Mr. Clean.
Still hits.
Somebody
Does
said
it?
I live in Warren, and I'm cleaning up Detroit. Go figure that one out.
But somebody said that they tried to yell at you to come back and you kept going. And
It must have been a woman, and I don't listen to women yelling. I tell them to shut up.
But neighbors in his Warren neighborhood dispute that. One couple who live across the street have a PPO against Stekevich, and they were in court today as he faced a judge for his pretrial in another case in Warren. He was slapped with a list of charges including malicious destruction of property and indecent exposure.
Oh, no.
Oh, see what he's from Mars, so he doesn't understand like the
Oh.
rules here.
He doesn't know. Like in Mars, you can just whip your dick out whenever you want.
Because you just breed with anybody.
Yeah, but on Earth, we
Always.
don't. Yeah, there's rules against whipping your dick out. So he thought he was giving them a Martian greeting when in reality he was committing a felony. So he didn't know. They should try educating him.
I feel like a guy like this has the tiniest dick.
I'm just getting the feeling that maybe this wood dumping thing wasn't the innocent accident that he's claiming it was.
I don't think so. I think we just kind of dumped it because maybe
Yeah.
he didn't like a woman in that street.
Maybe that's it.
He didn't like her very much.
Saw a lot of minivans and he thought, I'll trip up some women down over here.
The couple allege he pulled his pants down in front of the whole family. He says he just wanted to clean up his trash. Stekevich failed.
That's a weird thing to call that.
You got trash in your butthole or something? Why are you taking your pants off to clean up your trash?
His
Get it.
his bits are trash.
He's got balls that are all full of garbage.
To come to court a few times in this case, so he was taken to jail.
See, my mom bought me pants that were 10 sizes too big for me, so I put my belt on as far as it would go. Then I went outside as a nice Warren resident to keep my streets clean.
Threats of violence towards
So
These are not lining up.
Are we finding out that he lives with his mom as well? Because that checks out.
He must, because no mom's gonna just like buy you jeans that and then like deliver them to you.
I don't know, man.
myself and my wife. So back at the end of April, we were granted a personal protection order against him.
Neighbors say he wasn't only using Detroit as a dumping ground, but his own yard, and the blight is an eyesore. As for the Detroit resident Jeff Brown, who called 7 Action News for help after the mess was left behind, Stekevich apologizes.
Tell him I'm very sorry and I'm coming to pick it up. It was a pure accident that my rear tires hit the curb and dislodged a few trunks, which I'm going to pick up, and I am so sorry.
But it was a curb on a dead end, though. And Stekevich was...
Bitch, I wouldn't be getting lippy with him.
Yeah, he doesn't like it when women talk back, or talk for that matter. He doesn't even hear them. He doesn't listen.
Imagine sending a woman out to him. Like, probably
Yeah.
should have thought that one through a little bit.
That's a little, yeah, that's a little off, where he's like, oh, no, it was an accident that I hit the curb. And they're like, sir, it was a dead end.
Or how about like his stories and the other people's stories that watch him like don't line up? Like the couple where they said he pulled his pants down, he claims they're 10 sizes too big, and they claim, oh, but there was threats of violence and stuff like that.
Yeah, what, you were wearing too big of pants and they just fell down and your dick came out while you were telling them to suck your dick?
Obviously.
It's very, I hate when that happens. It's just so unfortunate, such bad timing.
I love it when my pants fall down. It's free.
Concrete Pete says this is the whitest Detroit ever. It was 11 years ago. So maybe, was Detroit a little whiter 11 years ago, or had it become fully
I've never had the pleasure.
integrated, if you will? Laughing Lions wants 2 entries
Thank you.
into tonight's VIP drawing. Thank you very much, Laughing Lions. Bree S. is in for the VIP drawing. There we go. Now, remember, guys, if you want the stickers that come with the $10 entry, make sure you contact April on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, what have you, and we will get those out to you with your contact information. And if you win tonight, you can go, hey, I want the merch. Here are my sizes. Or let us know you want the $100 cash option. We can do that also. $10 on any platform, YouTube, PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo, doesn't matter. There's all the links in the chat if you want to be part of that drawing. So far, about 9 people in the drawing, 9 or 8 or 9? 8. We only got 8 people in that drawing. That's pretty good odds. You got Laughing Lions in twice?
Yes.
Okay. So we're all good there. Get yourself involved in that drawing. It's going to happen in a little over an hour. That's what we're doing instead of a goal tonight is the drawing. Oop, I got a few more people I got to add here. I'm sorry. Let's put Stephen V. He says, it's time that I win a VIP. He's very excited.
Say so. Thank
Good.
you.
I want to see some people who have tried for a while finally snag one. That would be nice. Or one of the new ones. Grab a VIP.
Take a new one.
Yeah, sure. So we got 9 of you so far. And anything over, 25 is going towards tomorrow, which you guys are already 110 into. And thank you for all the gifted memberships. We are over 600 again for members. So thank you guys very much for that. All right, I'm ready to call bullshit on this. Some lady doctor did a study. Her name's Dr. Daria Sadovskaya. And she works for the American Cancer Society, and she says that she's studied this throat cancer thing. And she says oral sex is worse than smoking for throat cancer.
We've heard this before, though. Do you remember?
Now, wait a minute. You got a woman who says that sucking a dick is going to give you throat cancer worse than smoking will.
Okay.
I hate to bring gender into this. You know me. I'm Mr. Equality.
Always.
I hate to bring a misogynist tint to this story.
It would be unlike you.
But we need to find out what this woman, not her current thoughts, because they're skewed now because of this. We need to dig up her tweets. We need to dig up previous statements, maybe her text records. We need to find out what her thoughts on sucking dick were before she did this study. Because if she was like, it's so gross and I can smell balls and I just don't like sucking on it. Well, now you're a doctor. You can basically weaponize your profession to skew the data to go, hey, sucking dick, it'll give you cancer, girls. Don't do it. They'll be, are you sure? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm a doctor. You're not. I mean, that was kind of the logic behind COVID, wasn't it? They just spouted shit out of their face and we went, that sounds like it doesn't make sense. And they went, hey, are you a doctor?
Right. Trust the science. But this, I hate to say it, but this isn't the first time I've heard this theory. It's not. Like, you and I have reported on this before, like from other doctors that claim that oral sex can give you throat cancer.
Michael Douglas does claim that he got throat cancer from eating Catherine Zeta-Jones' pussy.
Yeah, there's that.
So there is that. Now, if she says that men and women are equally capable of getting throat cancer from oral sex, then I'll go, you know what? Okay. Maybe
Why would
fair.
that be, though?
The
physical act of sucking the dick, is it the stuff that goes into your throat from it or from the action?
Yeah, maybe the fluids.
But then it wouldn't make sense for it to be both genders doing it to the other gender because it's different fluids.
I don't know.
None of this is adding up.
I'm not sure. But either way, we'll get into this study in a little bit. First, William H.
Thank you.
Wants to be in the VIP drawing with $10. Thank you very much, buddy. Rupert with $4.99 says somebody needs to go check that last guy's house. I have a feeling that some of the ladies of the night have gone missing around there. You think we might have another Long Island Gilgo Beach guy?
I hope not.
Sid Saraf gifting 5 memberships. Very, very cool, buddy. Thank you for that. Anything that's not VIP related tonight, by the way, going towards tomorrow.
Yes.
You guys are 1:30 in already. Thank you very much
And
for that.
We have 10 people.
Then we've got Drunk Engineer, Roots Calhoun, Mac and Sleaze, Sea Shanty Shenanigans, and Rockefellers all getting memberships. Thank you, guys. All right, now let's see her logic on this oral sex causing cancer worse than smoking. I don't buy it. But
Yeah, do you think maybe she just doesn't like sucking dick?
That's exactly what I think.
Because, I mean, there's better ways to get out of sucking dick than like saying it causes throat cancer. You could just say no.
Right.
And then guys just won't bother you with it.
Yeah, if you're hot enough, they'll let you skate on that.
Oh, I was more so thinking they just won't associate with you.
All right, so here we go.
I said what I said.
What the fuck is this? Found out that oral sex is a #1 risk. Are you saying oral sex is proven to be a #1 cause of throat cancer? So this doctor's just doing TikToks about it?
So she's a problem.
That's it? That's all the TikTok is just her. So she's, you know what it is? She's a Russian. They're all just kind of lifeless and soulless and emotionless.
But
it makes sense.
That is the most retarded thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, all you did was make a TikTok saying, hey, yeah, it totally is true. And I'm like,
#1 cause of throat cancer, sucking dick, woo.
Dr. Daria Sadovskaya made the declaration in a viral TikTok video despite the American Cancer Society citing tobacco use as the #1 risk factor for the illness. Are you saying oral sex has proven to be the #1 cause of throat cancer? One TikTok user asked her, who responded with a video bluntly stating, "I said what I said."
Okay, but that's not factual. That's just an opinion statement.
Can we get her disbarred?
I mean, think so, right?
It's bad enough that her poor boyfriend or husband isn't getting his dick sucked. But, like, also, this is like malpractice on a professional level.
Well, look, if you're not getting your dick sucked and you stick around, that's your fault, right?
It's a fair point.
You can leave and get your dick sucked.
Now, HPV is the most common sexually transmitted infection with an estimated 13 million new cases in the U.S. each year. Yeah, but isn't there a shot for that?
Yeah, Gardasil.
Can't you broads, like, avoid HPV?
It doesn't. It really, really substantially lowers your chances. I've had the 3 rounds of Gardasil.
Because you were sucking so much dick.
No, but I planned to at that point.
Oh, how old were you when you got the shots?
Oh boy, 18.
So you weren't sucking a lot of dick by 18?
I was starting to suck dick probably like a year before that.
Okay, and you decided, you know what? I've got kind of a feel for this now.
It was going to college.
You're saying I better get this shot because I plan on just sucking a whole lot of dick.
I'm just saying you don't know what dick is going to be slung your way, and you'd better be prepared.
Better be ready to suck it.
Well, because HPV isn't just sucking dick, dude. It's about your cervix and stuff. That's the main thing.
And you planned on that getting visited, too.
I did. That's for sure.
Yeah, you were just like...
Well, one comes with the other. You have to have one first to get to the next one.
You're saying, I'm going to suck some dick, and I'm going to take a lot of dick, and I'm just going to go willy-nilly, so I might as well get these whore shots to make sure I don't get beeve rot.
I just figured, no cervical cancer for, my pleasures.
There you go. No dick giving me HPV.
That's... Exactly. I can't control what you heathens
You're saying
have.
better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
That was 100% the intent.
Okay.
Because you don't know if you're going to run into HPV somewhere.
No. You never know if you're going to run into...
Guys don't come with a warning.
You never know if you're going to run into HPV. You never know if you're going to run into HIV. You never know if you're going to run into Triple H. And you got to be prepared for all 3 of those things.
Yeah.
I always say that. Now, the American Cancer Society does cite oral sex as one potential cause of throat cancer, given that the human papillomavirus, commonly known as HPV, can be transmitted during the act. So you can suck HPV right out of a dick.
That's disgusting.
How do you like that?
So does my shot protect me from that too then?
How do I don't have HPV on my dick. Or do I never?
How do you know?
Or will you never know?
You can live with that shit for a long time before it ever bothers you.
Really? Can I get anything from HPV or can I just
men can get HPV. Pretty sure.
What does it do to us?
You look at what you just said. It's the sucking of the dick. That means we got it from you.
But does it do anything to us? Or do we just carry it?
I don't know. I've only done my part to prevent it.
Thank you. All of you common whores who are doing the Lord's work.
Stop
we
the
really
spread.
appreciate it. HPV is the most common sexually transmitted infection with an estimated 13 million new cases every year. So, I don't know. It sounds like this doctor is taking a nugget or a kernel of truth and expounding on it and exaggerating it so she maybe can get out of sucking dick. Oh, honey, but if you want me to suck dick, that means you want to put me at risk of cancer. How could you do that?
Either that or she wants to sound like edgelordy and, oh, by the way, I know this thing that all of you do is just nasty and you're all going to die now.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
CMOC says, R.I.P. Beavis. Was that covered? No. Anthony's cat Beavis did not die.
Beavis?
I remember Beav from back in the O&A days. You better not tell me that Beav died.
We can't have Beavis dying.
I'll be pissed. Speaking of, you know how...
I already miss Anthony. He needs to come back.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, you can get HPV, you can get HIV, you can get HDTV, you can get Triple H, you can get...
HDMI?
HOA?
AOL?
HRA?
Oh.
Oh, CMOC says, yeah, Beavis died. Motherfucker.
Oh, God.
Bobby Knight, Chandler, Beavis.
Act like you care about Matthew Perry, you fucking guy.
I love it when junkies die. Is that going to get you somebody? I saw somebody say something really fucking mean, and this would be a shitty thing if anyone did it. But I saw in a comment, I think it was in Kevin's own chat, or it was a comment on a video I saw today. They were like, it was about the, I'll kill you, you fucking gay F word. That rant that Kevin went on.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody was like, oh, man, imagine if somebody sent this one to TMZ. Wouldn't that be hilarious? I'm like, look, first of all, I don't think they can get you canceled from YouTube for that.
I want to hear the clip now, though.
Oh,
do you have a sound drop of it or anything?
I don't have that sound drop.
Damn it.
Camel Toe with $10 wants to be in on tonight's VIP drawing. We're in the double digits of that drawing. If you want to jump into it, you can jump in as many times as you'd like. And remember, you get a steel toe sticker no matter what. So you can claim that whenever you'd like. VIP giveaway, you can take the merch or the cash, but you become a steel toe VIP and all the eternal perks that go with it. Just a $10 entry, $10 sticker and entry, free entry tonight. So throw in $10. We'll give you the sticker and we'll throw you in that drawing. And we will do that drawing in about a little less than an hour. Now, all right.
What time is it? You blocked the thing now.
Now, look, I've armed you guys with the knowledge you need to keep yourself safe from throat cancer and all that. So
No, you didn't, because basically you told us that we might get throat cancer and die if we suck dick. So what are we supposed to do? Because we can't not suck the dick. Our men will get mad at us.
I mean, you can choose to not suck the dick.
No, you can't. I feel that's not an option.
We're talking about your health here. You might have to lose a man over it.
I would love to say, hey, for my health, I'm skipping this one.
Or get cancer.
I've already tried that route before, and it's very scary.
The Loon with $20 says Beavis living this long would be considered a miracle in the Bible. Well, that's one way to look at it.
Thank
the
you.
Loon is in twice for tonight's VIP drawing. So the Loon and Laughing Lions currently have the biggest edge, the biggest chance to win.
The biggest shares.
In tonight's drawing. And we're also coming up on 15 people qualified now, and anything over 25 is going towards tomorrow. So thank you guys for getting in there. All right, so now let's go to the male side of things. We talked about now how sucking dick can get you cancer.
We're all going to die.
Now we're finding out that the more often a man reaches for his mobile phone, the lower the quality of his sperm.
That does not surprise me.
According to a Swiss study. I'm going to say no. I'm going to disagree with this study, and I'll tell you what. I'll tell you why. I don't think they took something into effect. Took this factor. I don't think it's reaching for the phone. I don't think because it would make more sense that having the phone in your pocket more would affect your sperm.
Yeah, supposedly having it in your pocket for anybody can cause problems in the organs in that region.
So maybe what it is the guys who pick up their phone more are just dumb, and they just have dumber cum. And they have stupid kids, and that's...
Hard to say. Most men I know are pretty much always on their phone.
Okay, well, and you notice we're getting dumber, so it's like a chicken and the egg thing. Did we all just get really stupid when we got phones? Or are we looking at the phones and they're lowering the quality of the sperm so the kids grow up stupid? Which one is it? Were we dumb and then we got the phones? And then everybody just got dumber? Or did the phone physically make our cum retarded?
I don't know how to answer that. It would make sense keeping your phone in your pocket.
I think we've been getting dumber, and they're using the phone as a scapegoat.
Which is fine with me. Put down your phones for a little bit.
Yeah, or have shitty cum.
Yeah, then nobody's going to want to reproduce with you. You phone user.
It's just like the HPV sucking dick thing. You have two choices. You can keep sucking dick and you can risk the cancer, or you can stay away from the cancer and you can stop sucking dick.
Yeah, but then you have all the backlash.
Okay, well, same thing with the guys. You can either completely get off your phone and you'll lose all the contact and the communication tools that people want to have with you, and your cum will be stronger. Or you can just stay on the phone, live the quality of life you have now, and just have dipshit cum.
Think of how strong Viking cum was. No phones.
I hate to argue, but one could argue that it was the women that they were taking and bringing back with them just as much as the Viking cum.
We're not talking about the women.
Well, they're half the equation of the people.
No, we're talking about people's cum right now, and I'm talking about the fact that Vikings didn't have phones.
No, that's true. They did not.
Right.
You're right.
And
They did not have
fearsome
phones.
warriors.
Well,
so I think they probably had some strong cum.
So were the Huns. We didn't have phones, and we just were.
Yeah, the Huns don't sound sexy.
I mean, no offense. The Vikings, if you think about it, were kind of pussies.
No, they weren't.
Because they kind of just ran up on people. They were like the
I would say that's the total opposite of pussy.
They were the black inner city kids of their era.
You got to have some stones to go run up on somebody.
You had like the Franks and the Visigoths, and they would just meet tens of thousands in a field and run at each other and fuck each other up. Whereas the Vikings were like, Kill those fucking monks before the real soldiers get here. It's like they were jumping people. They were playing the knockout game. The Vikings invented the knockout game, so any black person jumping people is appropriating white culture.
A lot of hoops you had to go through there, huh?
The Franks, the Germans, the Huns, all of, us Central European people, we came right to your face and said, I'll fucking kill you. Whereas the Vikings went, shh, just land the boat. All right, ready? Everybody? Go fucking kill him quick before anybody gets here. They were like, yo, motherfucker, shit be popping off right about now.
I don't see the problem with this.
Oh, no, it's very...
I see it's very efficient. I think you sneak in and then you get your job done, and they always won.
Look, they're smash and grabbers.
And they had hot chicks.
Yeah, because they stole them and R-worded them.
Okay. They got the job done.
I guess. I mean, they did.
Yeah. I don't see any Huns being attractive.
Somebody had a really good line about how you handled that dick-sucking story. And
with 2 hands.
By the way, no Snoop Jimbo, not David Chandler. He did not die. Chandler from Friends.
That one lives.
They were saying like, oh God, I'm gonna find this line because now I'm pot committed to finding it. Here it is. Kip Smith. I can't stop sucking dicks. April.
Did I say that?
That was kind of your logic with that story.
You can't though. Like you can't just stop sucking dicks because then men will hate you. Like the word will get out, hey, she doesn't suck your dick. You can't stop.
I just throw dick in there. I like pussy as much as the next guy.
Bullshit.
I do.
If that just stopped happening, you'd be lying if you sat there and said that you would be fine with it.
It's lovely to have. It's a great tool in the toolbox.
All right,
but
let's just both stop doing that then.
Well, no. I'd rather get throat cancer.
Okay.
Because by the time the pussy,
all
the pussy fluid ends up down in my throat and gives me cancer, I'm going to be too old anyway.
What I said stands. You can't just stop doing it.
Right, but I don't want you to think you're being virtuous about this. You're literally saying, I can't stop sucking dick.
But you can't. It's not.
You can't. Own it, goddamn you.
I cannot.
Fucking own it.
I cannot because the repercussions are too great.
James says, I heard you guys are jumping on Keanu Cast after this show. Fucking producer Robert. I'm telling you right now.
Almost. I don't ever have nights like this. I actually almost can't keep my eyes open. I should have had coffee.
Kip Smith says Vikings were flash mob looters. A little bit.
That's kind of fun, though. And they were sexy as shit. We're starting Vikings like the show. And Ragnar is maybe the hottest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, April
in my
has
life.
A crush on the gay one.
Oh, and his wife is so hot, Lagertha.
Is that her name?
Yeah, her name's
That's
Lagertha.
Fucking terrible name.
It's a bad name.
That's a fat girl's name.
That's a fat girl's name, and she's really hot.
Yeah, holy shit.
A coworker I used to have used to compare me to her. And I've never seen the show before, but now I get it.
I'm telling you right now, that really fucked up the that really fucked up her character for me. Was finding out what's her name?
Lagertha.
Lagertha.
Because it's like, what do you call her? If you don't want to call her full name, what do you call it for short? Gertha?
Gertie.
Gertie would be fine.
Gertie would be the shorthand of her name. Fuck,
Gertha is hilarious. Leg.
Concrete Pete says the Viking riverboat was like the minivan in Chicago. Yes, exactly. Every time the British would or the English would try to chase them, they would find their ship up on blocks.
Oh, fuck.
Really too bad.
The sails were missing.
Vinegar says the Vikings invented the Blitzkrieg. Hitler was a hack. Rusty Grammer says, thank you, Aaron. The Nordics are the superior race. We come from the Pleiades. Pleiades?
Yeah, the Nordics. So you're saying the Vikings, right? Exactly.
The Germans are the master race.
No, I disown my German half.
Proved this many times.
My Viking side went out.
Ted Jester says, take these ones to the village grapist. Yes, exactly. Yasser Arafat says, when Augustus Caesar flipped out, his friend told him, get Agrippa yourself.
This is disgusting. You guys.
Agrippa.
Wow, we're all tired tonight, huh?
That's you didn't think that one. You didn't think that one was good?
I did. I thought that was very funny, but it's like a silly funny.
Wayne Chambers says, what was the Irrational Times song you were looking for last week? Oh shit, I can't remember.
That seems random to bring up.
I can't remember what it was. Lol Gertha says Triple N. Are you sure it wasn't Gertha? It's Lagertha?
Look it up. You've got a whole computer.
Fuck.
Come on.
Lagatha, not Lagertha.
I'm pretty sure there's an R in there unless you don't pronounce the R.
Yasser Arafat ass says Melton's nickname is Lol Gertha. See, because of girth.
Little Gertha.
You see, guys.
Okay.
Fat. If you want to enter our VIP drawing for tonight, $10, whether it's Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Venmo, whatever you want to do. We are doing the drawing in about 45 minutes, so if you'd like to be a part of that, remember the Steel Toe VIP package includes all of our merch, the 3 T-shirts, the hoodie, the stickers, of course. But you get the stickers automatically when you throw in the $10, so you get part of the way there. Or you can trade in all that merch for $100, and you still get the VIP perks, which is a free item of new merch when it comes out, 2 tickets to every live event we do, and free entry into the $100 VIP drawing every single month. So if you want to be in a drawing for that spot tonight, we'll give you a sticker and free entry when you throw in $10 to tonight's program. Here are the links in the chat. They're also pinned to the top of the page. Go ahead.
So there is indeed an R, and her name looks like Lagertha.
Okay.
I'm guessing you don't pronounce the R.
All right. So you're saying that you were mistaken.
Lagatha? How do you say it?
April also has this problem in Game of Thrones where she doesn't pick up British accents very well.
I hate British accents.
So she doesn't understand that their R's are very soft.
They're gay.
So
it's a gay R.
She thought last time we were watching that it was the Ion Islands.
No, I didn't. I knew it was the Iron Islands.
You said Ion Islands.
No, I've never said that.
And then what was the other one?
I've seen that show 4 times.
What was the other one you didn't get?
Literally not that one.
No, what was the... Oh, God damn it. You're not going to help me now because you're embarrassed.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
What was the fucking... There were so many...
Poor guy.
Because of the soft R's. No, it's you. You didn't know, like, you couldn't pick up the English R because they
I
don't
100% know it's the Iron Islands.
What was the fucking one? Oh, Craster. You're like, oh, they go to Crastas here.
That one I screwed up.
Like it was a black...
the Iron Islands, Aaron?
Like it was a black gas station. You were like, oh, they're going to Crastas. It's like, well, no, it's not. It's not a Harlem fucking mini mart, for Christ's sake. And then there was... oh, God, there was one more. It's going to bug the shit out of me. It was one of the house names. Oh, God damn it. I'm not going to remember. And April's not going to help because I
don't know what you're talking about.
I was just goofing on her a little bit, but I'll drop the thing. Anyway, where was I? The sperm deal? Oh, yeah. If you're on your phone too much, your cum gets retarded. So apparently they analyzed the sperm of 2,886 men ages 18 to 22 who were recruited between 2005 and 2008. So they just were asking college kids to come, and they were just keeping it for 13 years.
Well, that's fine if you get paid for it.
And then analyzing their jizz. I know, but what a weird collection to have to take up.
Well, it's probably kind of an important one because that's half of how we reproduce. So it's interesting to see how it changes.
And then imagine you're the one who has to not only collect it, but you're the person being asked. You have to put a lot of that trust into that person that they're not scamming you. You're like, hey, you mind jacking off into this cup? I swear to God, we're doing it for research. You're like, you're sure you're not just going to keep my cum and just do some weird shit with it?
Yeah, but what else would you do with it?
And then they're like, no, I swear to God. No. We're keeping it 100% for research. I promise. You're like, you're sure? You mean if I go into that bathroom and I jack off into this cup, you're just going to study it? You're not going to rub it into your skin and thinks that it cures wrinkles or anything? Because I'm a little nervous about it. So no.
What you don't know won't hurt you. So what if they were rubbing it into their skin?
I do, but that's my point exactly. That's why I'd never just give a stranger my semen.
But if you don't know what they're doing with it, why does it matter?
It's mine, and it belongs to me.
Not anymore. They bought it from you.
I want to know why it's being confiscated, and I want to know what you plan on doing with it.
If they paid you, it's not yours anymore.
My cum is an open adoption. That's the rule. You want my jizz? I get to know what you I need a little transparency. That's all.
Do you make women that you sleep with sign something just in case?
Oh, I know where it's going. It's going right on their tits and face. It's totally fine.
I don't know.
But if someone's going to put it in a jar and keep it, I want to have visitation rights.
It's fucked up.
I want to know that you're not using it in office pranks. I want to know that you're not. That's not.
What better office prank?
Because that's not why I gave it to you.
Somebody put it in somebody's water bottle once. So what?
I don't like that.
Just looked like coconut water.
I want to know that you're using it for science because that's why I gave it to you. That's all. You guys want to watch some fat women steal some kids' candy? Oh, man, do you like finding people that you just want to beat the shit out of the minute you see them?
Jeez.
You want to see... You know, it's already easy enough to hate fat white moms. But then when you see them do some truly repugnant shit, you're like, you know what? Now I feel really... Not only... Because I felt like smashing your head into the curb before you even did a bad thing. But now that it's justified, it just... There's only one thing better than anger. Righteous anger.
Okay.
When you're angry because you have a mission or you have a position that is just and right, and you can, that righteous anger, it just makes you shoot retard cell phone cum all over the place. Thank you to putting up a poll with 999 says,
Thank
I can't
you.
figure out how to round up.
I got you in there.
That's okay. You're all right. So putting up a poll is in the VIP drawing. April, where does that put us?
It's like 14.
All right, 14 of you. After the next 11, we start putting them towards tomorrow's goal. So thank you guys very much. If you'd like to enter the VIP drawing for tonight, simple $10. Wherever you'd like to put it, the links are in the chat. So here's some fat white ladies. And they're in a neighborhood where people have one of those just big buckets of candy.
Yes.
And they tell everyone, hey, just take a piece of candy, whatever you'd like. Just take a piece and we're good.
I do this while we're out with the kids.
Sure. So the reason more people don't do this is because fat slobs like this ruin it for everybody. They just take the whole bucket and they empty it. And you'll notice that it's the women up there first and the kids are following behind. The kids would have no problem just taking a piece of candy and moving on. They would be thrilled.
Yeah.
But the fucking land whales over here.
I don't get this land whale situation, what they're about to do, because I figured it would be a kid problem.
Well, here it is.
Those are big candies.
Yeah, they're full-on candy bars, and this rancid bitch is looking right into the camera.
What a dumb cunt.
I hate her. I hope that she stayed out a little too late and, a few of the modern day Vikings, if you will, maybe got their hands on her.
Oh, God.
That's all.
Vikings. I didn't expect this from the adults, I guess.
That's the only people
a kid.
That's the only people I expect it from is these entitled white single moms.
Because even like our oldest upstairs says, I love it when people just put a bowl on their thing as if somebody's just going to take one or two. Like the kids know too.
But she would take maybe two, cheat a little. The kids would cheat a little and take 2 or 3.
That's our kids, not every kid.
But they're all
the kids are going to take more.
I think these fat white single moms are going to be the ones who go, it's fine. It's just a big bowl of candy. We can take as much as we want. This is a great test to find out where the humanity in your neighborhood is. What level it's at. Because if you put that out there, don't even put a sign on that says take one. We're going to really test humanity. We're just going to leave that bowl out. And everyone who takes one should get a full-size candy bar. They're like, hey, by the way, we were testing you. Great job. Here's a big one.
Well,
thanks.
I know for a fact that the couple that has 5 kids over here, our neighbors, they did this last year while they took their kids trick-or-treating, and somebody definitely came up and just took the whole bowl.
Okay.
They not only emptied the candy, they took the bowl. Like the whole bowl.
For those people, here's what we do. So we do our test where they think nobody's watching. You take one and you're honest, we give you a full-size candy bar. You start taking a bunch of them and we sick dogs on you.
Like Ramsey Bolton's?
Yeah, like Presa Canarios.
Okay.
We let them eat you. Like this could be the end of your life.
Yeah, but dogs can't have chocolate. This could get bad.
If people start paying with their lives for sins like this, we'll stop seeing these sins be
Sins
committed.
like this?
Yes. Look at these blubber assholes.
They're emptying the cauldron.
And by the way, they're teaching the kids to do it too. Like the kids weren't going to do this until the fat whales did it first.
Yeah, but now they think it's okay and they're going to go tell all their friends they did this
Exactly. Oh yeah, make sure you don't leave any in there. Ugh.
Candy's expensive, and I bet these are single moms that are like, ooh, I don't want to spend all that.
Yeah.
Let's just take this and have candy for days.
By the way, totally no obesity crisis amongst children of single parents, so that's good. So keep that train a rolling, you shitbags.
That is a painful one you notice. Sometimes you can just tell the kids aren't eating right.
If they're trans or obese, it's a higher percentage chance they have a single mom. Thank you very much to Shano Banano with $10 who wants to be in that VIP drawing. Remember, guys, if you enter the drawing tonight, give April your contact information if you want your 5.5-inch vinyl sticker.
That's 15.
And we will send that out to you. We got putting up a poll in there. 15 of you qualified for that giveaway tonight. Bree S says, hey, how about just turn your porch light out and enjoy your Tuesday evening?
That's what my other friends did that didn't want to hand out candy. They're like, I turned off every single light in the house and just went to bed early.
Oh, people are saying those weren't whiteys.
Those were white people.
They're saying they were Hispanic. They were speaking Spanish in the thing, too.
No.
Hold on, let's go back.
I don't believe it.
Did we falsely attribute that? I hate fat white women so much that I just
You just want it to be them.
I have a blind spot.
I understand.
Okay, this lady's blonde.
She's white as hell. Yeah. Well.
Oh wait! Oh no, she's a dye job.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. Most of the blondes out there are not natural blondes. So maybe I guess we were wrong.
Wow, so they are all Hispanic. Hey, guess what, white people? You get a break this time.
That's filthy.
It is.
I have so many not YouTube-friendly comments running through my head right now.
This is what happens when we open up the goddamn border.
They're not sending their best.
They're not sending their best. Some of them are fine people, but the rest are candy thieves, okay? I saw them taking full-size Snickers. They were taking Butterfingers. They were taking Hershey's bars, okay? Hershey's bars that could have been used for beautiful white children. The candy was not there for the rest of the whites to get their candy. Instead, the Mexicans took it just like they took your father's jobs. So save Halloween and save the economy and ban the Mexicans. So now
wow.
I have a counter to this.
Okay.
I have the bag of shit fat ladies who stole all the candy. And to prove to you that it's the adults who push this shit and the kids are the good ones, I give you this little bugger here. Now, April, what do you see in the trick-or-treat bowl at this house?
It looks empty.
It looks empty. So here comes a little boy, and he's excited. He's trick-or-treating. He's getting a big haul of candy in, and he comes up to this house, and he's like, can't wait to see what they have. And what happens? He's like, son of a bitch, it's fucking empty. So he can either A, grab a rock and throw it right through these people's window, start TP in their yard, start cursing them out in Spanish, whatever the hell he does, or he could take a different route.
I know what he's going to do.
What's he going to do?
He's going to dump his own candy in there so that the next kid has some.
Let's take a look at what Gay Dracula does. There isn't no more candy.
There ain't no more candy.
Sugar does not allow you to be stupid. So look what this little fucking kid does.
Aww.
Doesn't do what the fat Latina chicks did. Doesn't do what the piggies do.
Cute little kid.
Instead, he puts some of his own candy in there. Now, I did notice one thing. He was definitely selectively picking through the shit he doesn't like. So he's a smart kid.
That's okay.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's better than no candy at all.
Yeah, he still put some in there. What a nice guy.
It's actually a great win-win because now
it's good karma.
Yeah, like it doesn't cost him anything because he wasn't going to eat that shit anyway.
Nope, and the next kid won't be disappointed that there's no candy.
Exactly. Maybe he likes Smarties. Maybe he's a weirdo. Exactly.
For next kid. There you go. Danielle's like, no, I want that one.
There you go. So that kind of there. Now we've restored balance to the force.
That one was really heartwarming.
I still would have really loved to see those fat chicks get hit with bats, though.
Yeah, is there any, can you get away with stealing or something like that?
What do you mean?
Like if those chicks that were on the camera that took all the candy.
Can they get away with stealing?
Or I mean, can they like get caught for like stealing or something?
No, it's Halloween. Like you're just being a shitbag. That's all. It doesn't rise to criminal levels. Thank you, Nicholas, for the $3. Joe Smash with $20 says, if you don't grab half of the bowl of candy, you ain't black. So, thank you, President Biden.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
That's 17.
So that's 2 for Joe Smash. Joe Smash is in there for 2. 17 of you.
Yes.
Entered in tonight's drawing. Thank you very much for that. Over on Streamlabs, Triple N with $3 says, they aren't Mexican, they're gypsies. Oh, wait, are you saying that? Oh, you're saying literally they're gypsies.
Gypsies, I don't know if you've ever watched anything on gypsies or their lives. That's an interesting, in a negative way.
What do you mean by
group
interesting?
Of people. The shows I've seen on them, they're very like criminal histories, active criminals. They're very particular. They fight a lot.
I will
very
say
violent.
I will say this about gypsies. You can learn a lot about the behavior of many gypsies by the other people in those neighborhoods and what their thoughts are. And in a lot of those documentaries, in a lot of those news stories, and a lot of stuff that covers gypsies, a lot of the people in the area will, you know, they might mutter it under their breath, but like, it's fucking unbearable. Like, it's really bad.
Yeah, they're big on domestics.
Yeah,
and
they're
stuff like
fighting,
that.
they're yelling, they're throwing parties at all hours of the night. Shit gets stolen. It's fucking terrible. So you can say, you know, 2 things can be true at once. Terrible to profile people.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible to say, well, because you're this, you're
Lump
going to
them
do
in.
this. But at the same time, you should be allowed to notice patterns.
Yeah. You got to learn how to react and stuff.
By the way, where does that put us, number one?
17.
17 of you in the VIP drawing for tonight. There's all the links in the
have
chat if you'd like to.
Half hour.
Yeah, we got 30 minutes until we do the VIP drawing. If you want to become a Steel Toe VIP, grab yourself either the merch or the $100 and all the perks that come with being a VIP. Feel more than free to jump in. $10. You'll also get one of these stickers. Of course, Wayne Chambers with $10 says 13% of the population takes 100% of the candy from the bowl. Wayne Chambers is in.
Oh, right.
For
Thank you, Wayne.
tonight's drawing. Thank you very much, Wayne, indeed. All right, well, it was Halloween last night, and that means that people dressed up, and that inevitably means that some people puckered their assholes and got upset about what some people dressed up as.
Sure.
And it can't be Halloween without people getting offended about other people's costumes. Now, in fairness, I haven't seen as much complaining about costumes as I have this year. Or, I mean, I haven't seen as much complaining this year as I have in previous years. And that means one of 2 things. Either one, we're lightening up on this shit and letting people go out and dress up and have a good time. Or B, people have gotten so much shit for certain costumes in the past that they just stopped wearing them.
I feel that way, and I also feel like we have bigger problems than to complain about the costumes, so maybe we don't think about it as hard.
Hopefully. Well, Emily Hampshire from Schmitz Creek. Is it Schitt's Creek? Schitt's Creek. Schmitz Creek.
Schmitz Creek.
I've never watched it.
I haven't either, but I knew it was Schitt's Creek.
Emily Hampshire from Schitt's Creek is apologizing online today. And oh, God, thank God she's apologizing, because if Emily Hampshire hadn't apologized for her costume that she wore on Halloween, I think there would have been a lot of kids today going to school just feeling terrible and feeling aggressed against.
Okay.
And a lot of people wouldn't have been able to sleep. And it probably could have led to a serious, people working tired, people driving to work tired. It could have led to a slowdown in the economy. It could have led to traffic accidents. I mean, people could have died if Emily Hampshire hadn't said she's sorry, because I'm sure a lot of people driving to work tired today after taking their kids trick-or-treating went, I saw that Emily Hampshire costume and it made me so upset. And the fact that she didn't apologize for it, and they get distracted and they start trailing off, and all of a sudden, into the wrong lane of traffic, boom, head-on collision, jackknife, 14-car pileup, a lot of people dead. And why? Because that selfish twat, Emily Hampshire, just couldn't apologize for her costume.
Well, what did she do?
What was the costume? Well, she and her best friend went dressed up as Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. There's the costume. That's the costume that people felt they should apologize for. because it's
No.
not very nice.
It's fine. Who cares? Halloween's not about being nice.
First of all, for a chick, great Johnny Depp costume.
Yeah, they did pull it off.
It really does work. And they could be Johnny Depp, or they could be the chieftain in Vikings. One of the two. They could have kind of pull off either with that costume. And the one who played Amber Heard, I mean, not the best, but I get it.
Look, neither of them are good, but it worked as a costume.
So Emily and her friend mimicked the infamous exes, pairing their outfits with a bottle of wine and even a fake poop. Right.
That's funny.
From the shitting in the bed. That's hilarious. The post has been scrubbed from Emily's Instagram and was replaced with a full-throated apology. Well, I hope not a throat full of dick, because then you'll get cancer.
Choice of words.
I want to address what is one of the most thoughtless... She leaned into the apology, too. She didn't even go with the boilerplate. I apologize to those who were offended by my costume, blah, blah, blah. She went full on. This is how you know someone still has a standing in Hollywood and they're still getting gigs, but they're not in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not Bruckheimer or Spielberg or something. Because they can just go, hey, how about you guys go fuck yourself? I guess if you were offended, whatever, sorry. Moving on. But if you're someone who depends on getting gigs from studios and, you know, like in Emily Hampshire, she might be great on Schitt's Creek, but she's remarkably expendable in the grand scheme of things.
I'd think so.
So she's terrified that she might lose her gig. So, you know, people going, hey, this Johnny Depp Amber Heard costume, I find it insensitive. Emily Hampshire's not famous enough or talented enough to go, oh, you guys didn't like my costume? I have an idea. How about you go fuck yourself? And shut the fuck up, and I'll wear whatever I want on Halloween, and you guys can, you know, shove something up your ass if it makes you uncomfortable. Instead, she apologized by saying, quote, I want to address what is one of the most thoughtless, insensitive, and ignorant things I've ever done. Really?
You've dressed up as a public figure.
Of all the things you've ever done, this is the most thoughtless, insensitive, and ignorant? Dude, your life sucks.
I mean, yeah, you've had a real boring one.
You've
that's
had a
for sure.
really boring life. If I dressed as that, it wouldn't have been the most thoughtless, insensitive, and ignorant thing I've done probably in the last 15 minutes.
I was going to say today at least.
Yeah.
Right?
Thoughtless. And tell me where it's thoughtless. You put a lot of thought into that.
Clearly, it worked out.
Insensitive. Not really. These two made fucking asses of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They chose to.
It was a public trial.
She said all this shit publicly. She wrote it in the newspaper publicly. He sued her in public. They went to trial. She countersued him. So all of this is public knowledge. These two decided to be assholes in public. You get to make fun of them. But somebody, you know, some director is friends with Johnny Depp or friends with Amber Heard, and they're like, you make that Emily Hampshire apologize. And they said, well, you know, Emily, it's a small town and people talk. And, you know, if you don't say you're sorry about that costume and make it believable, I don't know if we're going to be able to find work for you.
God, that's shitty. I'm so thankful, like, the one time somebody made a fuss over my costume that I didn't sit and apologize for it.
I want to
Just so gay.
I want to address what is one of the most thoughtless, insensitive, and ignorant things I've ever done. I want to go right over the top when she says that and go, Emily, follow-up question. So wait, you've never said the N-word before in your life?
Not one time.
Never once?
Well, wait, what's wrong with that?
Some would call it thoughtless, insensitive,
I don't understand.
and wrong. I'll explain it to you later.
Okay.
She said she's ashamed for putting something that awful out into the universe. Johnny Depp would probably laugh at it.
You would love it.
And also condemned domestic abuse and promised she'll do better in the future. Ugh.
Oh, well, I'm thankful that you're going to do so much better.
Yeah, that's really great. I mean, I don't know what we were going to do without you trying harder. Emily was met with some heat online. Oh, God, just put your fucking phone down and enjoy your party then. You're going to be fine.
Is she under fire?
She could be under fire. Not as bad as Kevin Brennan.
That guy, I don't know if you were listening to In Hot Water today.
I was.
Yeah. Did you hear the part where they played him in another country? Like another country was talking about Kevin?
Yes. There was an Indian story that did it. And then
Right.
Steve Conti did one of the funniest fucking characters in that show's history.
Rajesh or whatever.
Yeah, she
What's
did
his
some
name?
Indian guy, and it was deliciously offensive.
So funny.
Now, Emily was met with some heat online after posting the costume, and some are now thanking her for her apology. Oh, yay, do you mean I'll get to work again and you don't get to hold me hostage? Wow, what a great business. while others are claiming it just wasn't as offensive as she and her critics are making it out to be. Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Tell me you had
retarded.
Tell me you had a shitty, uneventful Halloween without telling me you did. If you're complaining about Emily from Schitt's Creek,
Emily, nobody.
Then I'm sorry, your Halloween sucked, and you need to do better next year.
Have you ever worn a costume that somebody got upset about?
I don't
ever.
I don't think so.
I have. I've worn a costume once that somebody got very upset about and blasted me all over Facebook to a lot of people, and brought it up at work, even at my workplace, because she was a coworker of mine.
What a loser!
And it was pretty nasty, and I couldn't find it in me to apologize.
I'll say this: if I'm a famous person and I'm going to a Halloween party, I'm putting my phone away. I'm not taking pictures of my costume. I'm not posting pictures of my costume. I'm going out. I'm having a good time. And I'm not going to worry about what the goddamn internet thinks of my costume.
That's not what it's about. Go party.
It's just so dumb. We now officially have 20 minutes until we give away a VIP spot tonight. We got 17 people signed up for that. Or 18. 18 people signed up for that. If you want to jump in and try to become a VIP tonight and get all the perks that come with it and $100 cash or all the merch, you have to decide. You get to choose. Go ahead and throw in $10, whether it's here, whether it's on PayPal, wherever it is. Go ahead and throw in that $10, and we will draw a name in about 20 minutes. The links are right there in the chat and pinned to the top of the page. Do you want to see some of that Steve Conti Indian character guy from today? Fuck, was that good?
Rupesh is his name, and he's done it before.
It was the In Hot Water account that posted it.
It was very funny.
In Hot Water clips. In Hot Water. There we go. Where the fuck? Why don't his clips come up? Why are they all...
that one was
what do you call it? Why are they all compound media?
Mm.
That sucks ass. In Hot Water...
Is it one word?
Clips. There we go. Oh, it's Gum Fridays and In Hot Water clips. All right. So Rupesh.
It is
from India. Decided to chime in on Kevin Brennan. Kevin Brennan making fun of Chandler from Friends.
Yeah.
And before this, they played an Indian news story where in India they were covering this thing.
They were blasting Kevin for being so insensitive.
Oh, they were shitting on Kevin hard on the Indian news. And here's Rupesh calling in to Gino.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, with whom am I speaking?
You fuck know who it is.
It is.
Your fuck redhead friend doing Kevin Brennaning on Matthew Chandler.
Yes. Okay, Rupesh. Obviously, Rupesh, I guess you couldn't find the picture of yourself. First of all, let me say
I never have a picture for you. I'm on the phone, you fucking idiot.
Understood, but sometimes we'll have a file.
You're doing fuck up stupid.
I am doing fuck up stupid. But let me say this, Rupesh. You have to understand, I do not speak. Kevin Brennan.
You're doing being friend with that guy. I've seen you two together doing drinking.
When's the last time you
make fun.
Yes.
Of friends.
Yes. When's the last time? Let me ask you this.
Chandler is beloved.
He's beloved. Now, are you saying you consider Matthew Perry a friend, or you're just a big fan of the show Friends? And I didn't know you got it in India.
I love Friends. Friends was my favorite show.
Okay.
You know, like doing Chandler Bong, doing Pivot.
Yeah. Pivot. That.
Ross gets a monkey.
Yes, Ross gets a monkey. Got it. And they were on a break. Did you like
doing Phoebe doing Stink Cat?
Yes.
Just Stink Cat song. That is national anthem for India. Stink Cat.
Smelly cat, stink cat. I got you. Now, what was your favorite?
He make fun of death of man who is very important in Indian culture.
But
Here's Uttar Pradesh hero. And your friend need to be quiet or something bad going to happen to him.
So this Indian gentleman is actually physically threatening Kevin Brennan over him making fun of Matthew Perry's death. This might be the most aggressive any media person has gotten over the Kevin Brennan thing.
Yeah, it's nasty.
First of all, I pray every day that something, but I don't. But you have to understand, Rupesh, you haven't called in a while, and
sometimes being funny is not funny. You need to know when joke, not a joke.
Right, understood. Now, I'm
you
gonna say
crack wise, is not so wise.
Right, but I had nothing to do with this.
Donkey laugh last.
We had a donkey.
Like ass.
We had a donkey on last week. You missed it.
You tell Stink Friend.
Okay.
He make joke one more time about Chandler. He will regret.
If it makes you feel better, I could probably set
if
you up.
he think he has stink life,
yeah,
I will show him stink life.
Okay.
This is a great line.
If it makes you feel any better, Rapesh, I could probably set you up with his whore wife.
You there? You
Yeah,
do
I
that?
could set you with, like, his name is.
How you do?
Well, all you do is, like,
How much coin?
it doesn't cost anything. Kevin Brennan's whore wife was trending on Twitter yesterday.
15 rupee.
15. How much?
25 Deutschmark.
How much? Oh, we're doing
75. I will to offer you in pounds.
In fact, why don't you bring a friend and make a push-up sandwich with her, Rapesh? I know you're big on those with Kevin Brennan's whore wife.
I'm not gay anymore.
Oh, okay. Not gay anymore.
Times have changed.
Okay, but
I live entirely new life.
What are you
in
doing?
a tent.
What are you doing
Next
in
to
this
beach?
That would explain why you haven't called us with your Rapinda brand shitting sand or other stuff. What are you doing now?
I got my job back.
So
I work for Gateway again.
Right. Now, didn't you have Carnad work there? Not Carnad. What was
I think that was. Look, go check it out.
You
it's
get
a
it.
fucking great
It's-
bit.
Steve's very funny.
Steve Conti's one of my favorites. He's very, very good.
You crack wise?
Not so wise.
You think you have stink life?
I
I'll
will
show him
show you
stink life.
stink life. Oh. Didn't realize Chandler was such an icon in India, says Triple N.
Right.
Yeah, if you guys don't have Compound Media, get Compound Media. I mean, that's in hot water. And then there's Anthony's show. Like, Gavin was guest hosting for Anthony today. He did a great job.
Yeah, he
I
did.
hear there's going to be a great guest host coming up soon. I hear they're very talented. Just very good. That's all I know.
Anything else about him that we should
nope,
know?
I shouldn't. Nope, not at all. I just hear that they're
Physicality,
really good.
sexual orientation.
Really talented fucking people at that place. Steel Toe out of context says not gay anymore, but not gay any less either. Hey,
Ah.
Skeezy says that character is gold. I have to agree with you. I have to
Stink
agree.
Cat is national anthem.
Stink Cat is national anthem in India. You think you have stink life? I'll show you stink life.
You crack wise?
Not so wise. That one might be my
The
favorite.
crack wise one gets me.
You crack. There is one point in that segment, if we go a little further, where he threatens to kill Kevin Brennan. Rapesh does.
Rapesh, yeah.
what was his name? Who was the guy? And then
Know what it sound like when he whistle?
yeah. I remember
You
him.
tell your friend Kevin,
Right.
stay out of Uttar Pradesh.
I will. But
If he knows what is good for him,
I'm not friends with
he'll
him.
watch back.
Can I ask you something? You're a smart man, Rapesh.
I am the wisest in all of Uttar Pradesh.
You are quite the sage. And me and my buddy Garrett were talking about this earlier today, and Steve, but he never seems to be around anymore. We were talking about it today. It's like there's two schools. Why do you think this has caught such media? Train runs out of patience chips. But why do you think this has really just captured so much heat?
Chandler.
right, Chandler. But
He is beloved.
But I'm sure a lot of people say.
And sometime when you tell a joke you don't know, it's not funny.
But no, trust me, when I tell a
It's
joke,
not
I know
funny,
it's not
make me sad.
I know it's not funny when I tell a joke. But what I'm saying,
You'll never tell funny joke.
right? What I'm saying is, Ducky,
I set a donkey on fire. I was so mad at
weren't you-
Kevin.
No, didn't you?
Tell
use,
Kevin I'm going to set more donkey on fire.
Didn't you used to feed donkeys to tigers? Literally, just fed them to tigers. Remember that?
Yes.
So why now, when you can actually kill two birds with one stone, fatten up a tiger that you might want to eat later, or do a remake of The Life of Pi with? Why would you just set a donkey on fire, Rapesh?
Because I was mad.
Right. You're so mad.
And upset and crying because of Chandler death.
Okay, but is it
Chandler doing drowning in hot tub?
drowning in hot tub? Now, here's my question: is it also possible? Because again, you're a smart man, the smartest, the wisest, as you say. Is it possible that all these stories are being leaked out, or put out, or sent out, whatever, because he is related to one Neil Brennan? You ever heard of him?
Yes.
And your thoughts on Neil?
I very much loved he's doing 3 microphone.
Yes, he's 3 mics.
He like doing 1, 2.
Yes.
And then 3.
Right, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 3. And here's the
3
thing.
times a faggot.
He's
doing faggot comedy. It's very funny.
And I will say this, and it will make it sound like it will confuse you, because it will make it sound like I'm friends with Kevin Brennan. I'm not. But
Oh, and then Frankie comes in. Okay. So that was Rupesh coming in, and Rupesh was not happy.
I like how Frank
about-
just kind of enters.
Yeah, he just
shows up.
It's look, Rupesh was not happy about the Matthew Perry jokes. That's all. Diane Poo with $10 says $10 from a whore wife with a stink life.
Gotcha.
Oh, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
That's another person jumping in
19.
to tonight's VIP draw. Oh, 19. We got to make it an even 20. Who wants to come in?
Yeah, you have
We've got 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Until we draw for the VIP spot tonight. We got one more to 20. Rusty Grammer says Alex Jones broke down on InfoWars today. He hinted he may need to take a month off. I bet Gavin would love to fill in for him. Oh, man.
Oh, poor Alex.
Yeah, man, if anyone deserves
Damn
to
it.
have a little bit of a breakdown, it's him.
I hate what's happened to him. He's
It
a
was
national
shitty.
treasure, honestly.
I mean, look, he did go, in terms of the laws, like the libel laws and the slander laws and the defamation laws, he did go too far in the Sandy Hook thing. A guy who's usually as careful as he is with that shit was really not careful.
Mhm.
But also, the punishment so doesn't fit the crime.
They got him back and then some.
That was like a $5 million mistake, if that. And they tagged him for, what was it, over $1 billion?
It was over $1 billion, yeah.
$1 billion.
I don't know how he's
How
ever gonna pay
fucking
it.
smart are your kids that them getting shot is worth $1 billion? Please. CMOC says, oh man, they used real donkey being fed to tigers video in that skit. Oh, did they really?
What?
Because I was only listening. I wasn't.
Yeah, me
I couldn't
too.
see it.
We were working out.
Chandler was in hot water, says Aaron Imhole. Hey!
Oh my God, he literally was.
There you go.
That poor guy.
Matt Joe says Gino must be very smart if the knowledge from all those books are in his head. May or may not be a green screen.
Maybe.
May or may not be. I can't confirm. That was a Gino clone. Can't fool me. He didn't take one damn drink. That's true. It was
He says-
5 minutes and he didn't take a
I
drink.
think he said he's cutting it out for a little bit again.
He goes in spurts. I've told him many times before. I said, don't come here if you're on one of those respites. It won't be as fun. Biden crime family wants into our VIP drawing tonight.
Thank
And there
you.
we go, guys. 20 of you. Anything over 25 we put towards tomorrow, but I wouldn't worry about it. You guys are already 130 into tomorrow. Skeezy says how much to get in on the drawing. $10 and you take a sticker home with you, so no matter what, you get something. And we do the drawing for the VIP, and you can choose to take the merch or you can take $100 cash. We'll let you decide. It's up to you. We understand the 3 T-shirts and the hoodie may be very cool, but other people may want the $100. It's a more immediate thing. I get either way. But either way, you're going to be a VIP. You get in the drawing every month. You get 2 tickets to every live event, the whole deal. So thank you guys very much for entering that drawing. All the links are in the chat. So Khloe Kardashian, I guess, got shit on for her costume as well because she dressed up like a Bratz doll. And I got to say, this criticism to me is kind of legit because these fucking Kardashian chicks, there's a term I don't think I can use on YouTube, but it starts with coal.
Yeah, I don't think that's cool.
And
here. It's cool with me.
locomotives would do it to power the engine.
Oh.
If you understand. But like, they're obsessed with everything black. I think they legit hate themselves for being born white and part Asian.
There's a chance.
I really do. I don't, because it is nothing but just black dudes in and out of there, the whole deal, and like the big fake asses and the big fake
The
tits.
titties, the lip fillers.
The lip filler, like all of it. Like it is such wannabe shit. And then usually when people say like, oh, you're blackface and you're doing this, you're doing that, I'm like, oh, shut up. They are not. You're full of shit. And that was my first instinct when they said that Khloe Kardashian's Bratz doll costume was blackfishing, which is like, you don't have the balls to do blackface.
But you're close.
But we know what you're doing. And I was like, come on. That's such horse shit. And then I'll show you guys in real time here. I went, oh, come on. That headline is bullshit.
I did that too.
And I started scrolling down. And I'm like, what a bunch of bullshit. And I went, what? I'm pretty sure that's just about blackface.
I don't know. Look at her legs. She just kind of looks tan to me.
She darkened her skin big time.
I've seen a lot of girls, and I don't care about her, but I've seen a lot of girls wear a lot of makeup that looks just like this.
Literally, the brown around her lips looks like an Amos and Andy sketch.
That's what the Brat dolls look like. They have that outline. They have like a lip liner on them. I used to have them.
I guess it's just a coincidence that they're all wannabe black, and she decided to pick a costume where she gets to be wannabe black.
It's not helping.
Just get a skin pigment change, for Christ's sake, all of you. I mean,
yeah, you might as well be permatan.
Right? Found herself at the end of blackfishing accusations again. Now, I will say this. I don't like that she thinks she's getting away with something here. I mean, I totally see what she's doing. I get what she's doing. But I also don't think it's something you need to waste your time bitching about on social media.
I think we should all be able to get away with that.
Zen Rhino says she's Armenian, so she gets dark-skinned. I get that. But that,
yeah.
I mean, really,
that wasn't egregious in my opinion.
Nobody thinks that those girls are what's the word, appropriating quite a bit.
I had Brat dolls when I was a little girl. Like, I guess I understand what they look like, and I really don't think that was that. Look, if they were to go out and like get upset with somebody else for doing that, then yeah, fuck them. But I think we should all be able to dress that way for Halloween if we want.
Here's my thing. I see what people are complaining about. I think they're dumb for complaining. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, it's not affecting you.
Here's my thing with the Kardashians. Bitches, I know what you're doing. You're not smart. You're not getting away with anything. You're not pulling the wool over our eyes. I know you're a fucking wannabe. I got it. But to the people that are criticizing them, like, you make those of us who say, like, we know what you're doing. Don't think you're fucking cute. You make us look bad because we don't want to be lumped in with you because you guys actually fucking cry about it and, like, bitch on social media and go, oh, they need to apologize for this. They don't need to apologize. It's one of those things where, like, I rest easy knowing that I've fleshed these broads out and, you know, they ain't pulling the wool over my eyes. But I don't need to go on social media and start a fucking crusade because it's embarrassing to be that person.
I felt like P.A. Cheddar. That's a far push for blackface. I agree.
Zen Rhino says, like I said, she's taken enough eggplant from the basketball Americans that she should be allowed to get away with that. I mean, that's true.
Yeah, she did put in the time.
Yeah, they've got the limp to prove it.
I quite literally have no problem with what she did.
And they all damn near kill those poor black guys they sleep with, too. They're like spiders.
What?
You know?
What are you talking about?
They are. They fuck them, and then the guys almost die. Like, Kanye goes insane. Lamar Odom pretty much died for a while.
And these men just can't leave of their own volition, ever.
It's fucking gross,
They
man.
just can't go. Can't get out of there.
They should. Well, Lamar Odom got out of there. In fact, I think he fucked other chicks, too, just like Tristan Thompson. Boy, Chloe gets cheated on a lot. You'd think she'd try white once in a while. Just saying.
I don't keep up with them enough. I don't know who they've all been with, I guess.
Maybe it's them.
I know the clear ones, Lamar and Kanye.
Crunchy Cynicism says, what's the goal? No goal tonight. We're doing a VIP drawing, but we are 130 into tomorrow's goal.
Isn't Travis Barker white?
He is, but she's the good one.
Is there a good one?
Yeah, she's the one who stayed, you know, on the right side of the tracks, so to speak. Courtney. Courtney's got the Scott Disick. She's got the Travis Barker.
I don't know the history of all of them.
She's all right.
I just... one of them dated Pete Davidson. Kim?
Yeah, but we're not really sure what he is.
Well, his dad died in 9/11. That's all I know.
He's freaky looking. There's something... I don't know. Pete Davidson looks like one of those guys, like in that copy pasta, not copy pasta thing. That what's that website? Creepypasta.
Clip art.
He looks like the picture, the edited picture they use of the guy in the Russian sleep experiment. The picture for that. That's what Pete Davidson looks like. You don't know what it is, so now I just look like a fucking idiot who's spinning around in circles and babbling. But it's a good comparison. It's a good comparison.
I don't know. Like Lila, when she was here, she's told me about the time she used to actually hang out with him and stuff because of Ariana Grande and her closeness to her brother. And she said that Pete's actually not that bad in person and not that unattractive in person.
I'm sure he's a nice guy. Like, he was on pills and drugs and shit all the time, and I'm sure he's a great
pills
party.
and drugs and shit.
Yeah. Aaron Imhole, Green Aaron, I'm sorry, I call him Green Aaron now, says there's a line in a David Allan Coe song I use for this discussion. I don't know which one you're talking about. I'll hang around as long as you will let me.
So are you telling me there's no more white people in their dating history?
Chris Humphries is half black.
Isn't the young one, what's her fucking face? Kylie. Isn't she with a white guy now? She had 2 kids with Travis Scott.
No, because then didn't she go to that other rapper, the retarded one, that Tigger or whatever the fuck is it?
Tigger.
Oh, that's maybe a Freudian slip. My bad. I don't know.
No, I think she's with a white dude.
Well, God bless her, too. Skeezy with $10 says, I play too. Go ahead and throw Skeezy in there. And then also, I think we've got one more. Oh, no, we got them all caught up. Okay. Good to go.
That's 21.
21 of you deciding to play for a VIP tonight. Why don't we go ahead and spin this thing up and start making our way out of here? Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
It's 2 a.m. You must be streaming.
All right. Magnum DUI with $5. Thank you very much to Magnum.
Thanks, buddy.
We appreciate that. We got to get to this drawing. But Green Aaron first says there's nothing quite as worthless than white girl with a
whoa.
That's that's Green Aaron's
Not
thoughts.
worthless to them though. Got the monies.
Huge says, holy shit, how do you all keep up with these losers? Look, I'm not proud of it. I've been in radio for 17 years, so you follow the news and pop culture and shit like that.
That's the only reason.
And I also despise them. And I will admit, when you despise people, sometimes you do follow them.
That's the only reason I really know is like the show. The show does kind of force you to keep up with some things you don't like.
Yeah, exactly. We keep up with this shit so you guys don't have to. All right, April, how many would you end up with?
21.
21 of you for the VIP. Are you ready? Let's put the wheel up on the screen so everyone can see. 21 people for the VIP, and off we go. Let's see who ends up winning tonight. All the merch. Send all your information to April so we can send that merch out to you next month. Oh, wow. We almost had number 1 pull off the win, but it's number 21 instead.
Skeezy.
Skeezy is officially a VIP. So, Skeezy, get your information to April. We want to send you all of these stickers. We want to send you all the merch, all that stuff, your big VIP package. We want to send that out to you next month. So
yes, we want to send you the big package.
The big package. And we want to get that. I want to try and get that one out by Christmas. This one's going to get out before Thanksgiving.
Jesus Christ, I hope it's out by Christmas.
Well, yeah, it depends on how long they take. Sometimes they take a while. But this one's going to come out before Thanksgiving. I want this next one to come out before Christmas. Alex, I was not doing the Opie thing of the I've been in radio since I was 17. I have not done that. I did not do that. How dare you?
Never.
Jeremy with $2 says, all these Tiggers.
Thank you.
I right? That's not what I said.
I think you were referring to Tyga.
Tyga.
Not
He's the one with 2 brain cells rolling around upstairs.
I
right?
have no idea.
He looks like a fucking massive dipshit. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. Thank you very much. It's fun to do these without a goal and to be able to give some people some stuff.
Yes.
Everybody got stickers tonight. And then, we got 1 new VIP, which is very, very cool. And you generous fucks gifting all those memberships tonight. We're 1:30 into tomorrow morning already. So it looks like we could have an easy day tomorrow, too, and a really great show with Mike Harrington as our guest, promoting at 9 o'clock his fight with Alex Stein this Saturday. We got to make sure we have the kids to bed so we can watch that.
Okay.
That would be nice. Daffy Zuniga, becoming a member for their 5th month, says Gino liver so black that it fucked 2 Kardashians. I like that one.
Man.
I like that one. All right,
Poor
guys.
liver.
We're going to head out of here. April, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
And to the rest of you, take it easy. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.